So shall we start, ma? Okay. Sir, in the last session, we have gone through the basic concept regarding the game theory and all. So let us have a quick recall of the topic, and then we can straight away do all the problems today itself except a graph. For a graph, there are two problems. The graph problems will be dealt by tomorrow in the morning session. Okay, it will be done by maximum 1 hour. So game theory will be done completely by today itself. So listen properly and do parallelly with me so that your work will be done. Okay, shall we, ma? So regarding game theory, the most important aspects are what, sir? Normally there will be two players. If two players are taken into consideration, we are on whose side, ma? Player A. And what is his main objective? Maximizing the runs in the case of cricket. Or else if you go with other sports or whatever be the game and all, maximizing the gain. Okay. Of other players, minimizing the player. Other objective is minimizing. So always if in the question not given specifically, we are always on with whose side, ma? Maximizing player side. Depending upon the points. Okay. It can be A1, A2, A3 and all. So based on that, the strategies may change. Okay. Shall we? Sir, regarding this is clear now. Always player A is on whose side, ma? Player A, maximizing gain. Player B, minimizing the loss. Okay. Next. This is the point. The A player's objective is always maximization. B player always objective is minimization. And the strategies, how many strategies are there, sir, for us? What are those two strategies, ma? Pure strategy and mixed strategy. Sir, if you know exactly what our opponent is doing, then the course of action taken by us will be pure strategy. Okay. And if you are not having the idea what the course of action taken by him, then we try to add some element, that is probability. We assess them and we use probability and we make some sort of estimations. In that case, it is known as what, ma? Mixed strategy. Okay. Next. Here it is the combination of mixed strategies just for fun. Okay. And if we go into organizations, basically different organizations. For example, if one is having 1+1 offer, at the same time, other player will start a different offers. Okay. And mainly this is regarding the market share capture mainly. Okay. So market share is different, market size is different. How many students are there for CMA course? That is market size. From among them, how many students are into our institute? That is our market share. Okay. And we have comparison regarding this. And normally in the optimum strategy, basically gain by me is equal to loss by you. So automatically if you add together, what will get, ma? 0. That is nothing but zero sum game. Okay. Are also done. And always there can be chance for zero sum game, or even sometimes there can be non-zero sum game also. Okay. Sir, normally in the entire scenario, okay, whatever problems we are solving, the pattern will be like this. Okay. These are our strategies, whether we are advertising through YouTube, Telegram or Facebook, and what opponent is doing. Okay. So our strategy will be always on the rows side and their strategies will be on the column side. Sir, if you take YouTube, basically from YouTube and all, if you are proceeding and whatever strategy they are following, In worst case, what is the minimum gain we are getting, ma? 14. And if you are going with a telegram, and if he is going with 1 or a 2, whatever be the scenario, and minimum gain, how much we will get, ma? 16 there. Okay. In this way, we will assess the alternatives for us. In a similar manner, for example, the other guy, that is our competitor, he will try to minimize his loss basically. But of these losses, what is the maximum loss he can get, ma? 20. And of these, 17. Okay, these are the points which we identify. Normally, from the row elements, what we take, ma? Minimum value. From the column elements, we take a maximum value. Okay, and mainly our objective is to maximize the gain, basically maximize the gain, and their objective is to minimize the loss. Okay, so and what are rows and what are columns, clear na? So in this case, YouTube, Telegram and Facebook. Okay, those are the row parts. And normally in the future, if you take this as A, they will become A1, A2 and A3. And if it is taken as B, this will become B1, B2. Okay, and columns are clear. And finally, when you are doing the process, entire process, you will get selected with 1 point. Okay, so for example, if I got selected with 16, what does that mean, ma? The strategy followed by me is Telegram and the competitor is following the strategy 2. Okay, that is one more point. And when you are starting in this way, so the pattern I said, na, A's objective is always to what, ma? Maximize the gain, and B's objective is always minimize the loss. Okay. Once if entire matrix is presented in the form of table format, basically we identified these are what values, ma? Minimum values of each rows. And what are these values, sir? Maximum values of all columns. Sir, from these values, basically what is the first sentence, ma? A is in need of maximum amount among the minimum gains. So these all are what, ma? My minimum gains. Of this I want maximum value. What is that maximum value, ma? 17. This 17 is known as maximin. Okay, maximum value among the minimum gains. And what about this scenario, sir? What is the second point there, ma? B is in need of minimum amount among the maximum losses. So these two are the maximum losses. Of these amount, which is the minimum value, ma? 17. That is known as minimax. Sir, whenever if minimax is equal to maximin, we can tell that it is optimum strategy, and that point is known as saddle point. Once saddle point is reached, your answer is done. Value of game will be the saddle point. Okay, what is the value of game or answer of the question and all will be basically the saddle point if you are reaching. If you are not reaching there and all, we go with the pure strategies or mixed strategies, ma? Mixed strategies. Mixed strategies are applicable when there is no saddle point basically. Okay, is that point clear, ma? Sir, here, what is this point here, ma? Maximin. What is the number there, ma? 17. And here what is that, ma? Same, minimax 17. As they both are equal, we are at saddle point, and that scenario is known as optimum strategy. And here for us, which is best option, ma? 17, na? That is Facebook. And for other guy, opponent also 17, that is strategy 2 is best. You have to write in the form of sentence at the conclusion part. Okay, for a player A, Facebook is a optimum strategy, and for player B, strategy 2 is a optimum strategy, and the value of the game is always 17. Okay, if this part is clear, so if it is balanced and all equal, what is that point known as, ma? Saddle point, and its strategy is known as optimum strategy, and this is pure strategy scenario basically. Okay, sir, we are clear to solve those problems now. Can you tell the points once more, ma, so that I will write there? Sir, in the case of A1, what is the minimum value, ma? 7. And what about in the case 7, 8? And what about our column, ma? Sir, in the case of column, minimum value or maximum value? 10, 12, 11. So of these points, what I should take, ma? Maximum value. So that value will be 8 here. And of these points, I have to take a minimum value. What is it minimum value, ma? 10. Sorry. 10, na? So is this equal? Not equal. Minimax is not equal to maximin. So in this case, saddle point is there? No saddle point. Then which strategies will be coming into picture, ma? Mixed strategies. Sir, what are the mixed strategies? We are having 3 methods basically. Odds method or arithmetic method. What is the key point in the case of odds method, ma? 2 by 2 matrix. If there is 2 by 2 matrix only, then you can proceed with the odds method. If there is no 2 by 2 and all, we cannot proceed with the other class. Okay. Sir, everyone clear with the voice now? Okay. And also the guys who are through online, proceed parallelly along with me. Okay. Do not have pause and all. And the guys who are present through offline, you are proceeding parallelly with me now. There are no body present and mind absent scenarios are not there now. Okay. If you are only to this class first time, you may be facing some issues. But once you are solving the problems and all, there won't be an issue. Already the first session for this is being available in the YouTube. You can go through that once. Okay. The same parts which I discussed there, but they are detailedly discussed regarding what. Okay. Shall we, sir? So now, can you, this and all theory as we done earlier, theory part is completely done, ma. Am I clear? In the first session of games theory and all, we are done at the entire theory part. Even this concept is done. So we are planning to solve entire problems today itself. If possible, graph will be done on the next session. Okay. So these terminologies are clear now. Player, how many players? Basically, the guy who is participating in a game will be player. And play is nothing but the game played by them. Okay. 2-person game. What is 2-person game? 2 players. Then the order of the matrix will be always 2 by 2. Okay. What about n-person game? More than 2. Okay. Then what about zero-sum game? Net result, if it is equal to 0, that will be zero-sum game. Okay. Next. So non-zero-sum game is, if net result not equal to 0, then it is non-zero-sum game. Okay. Sir, what is the Puel strategy process? Basically, can you tell those points? Knows exactly what the competitor is doing. So automatically we take a proper action, and it is deterministic situation. We determine what he will take. Okay. And what is our main motive? Maximize gain. And what is this buddy? Advanced decision. As we knew everything about him, whatever decision we take will be in advance. And what about mixed strategy, sir? Are we knowing exactly, or are we making some sort of guess? Guess also is nothing but we are using probability. For a different course of action, what is the chance? We multiply and we use the scenario. For that reason only, in the case of odds method, we calculated what? Probability, and we multiplied with the option. Okay. And payoff matrix is, payoff is nothing but outcome. So if you combine all the payoffs, that will be a matrix. And the row is maximizing revenue, and columns are minimizing player. Okay. And this will be represented in the form of and. If you are having the value as 0, then it is a fair game. If the value is not equal to 0, then it is unfair game. Okay. So basically how the matrix will be represented here, clear now? So we have done these basic parts. Okay. And here we are identifying which values, row minimum, and here column maximum. Okay. Of these values we are taking maximum value. Of these values we are taking minimum value. Sir, this maximum value is nothing but known as maxi-min, and this value is known as minimax. If maxi-mini or minimax both are equal, we are done with the answer, and that is saddle point. Okay. And here we got which value there, 6 we got there basically. Okay. This element is in, what is the address of this element, A2, B2. So automatically for a player A, the strategy is A2, and for a player B, the strategy is B2. Okay. And basically once you are representing, that is most important aspect. Sir, I'm repeating the process which we done earlier, so that you will be having more clarity. Okay. Sir, for your convenience, basically we are marking the items in the row. What are we selecting, minimum values. In the case of assignment, what are we doing, sir? Same scenario, taking the minimum values. Here also row point of view, always minimum value. So for our convenience, I marked them with the circles. And what about columns, The columns are marked with the squares. Okay. If you see the intersection point, that will be the strategy for player A and player B. So if you combine together, you will get this scenario. Where the circle and square are meeting together, that will be the strategy for the game. Okay. For player A, maximizing strategy is A2. For player B, minimizing loss is B2. Okay. That you should write in the form of a sentence at the end. Clear, ma? If these basics are clear, shall we? Go with the question number 6, ma. Sir, the order of the questions, please write down the order of the questions. So how we can solve the questions and all, order is being drafted by. But if you are going with this order, it will be more effective. So write the order of the questions first, ma. First, we are going to solve question number 6. Write at one point, ma, or else in the notebook, starting, you read that part. What is the first question we are going to deal? Question number 6 is the first. Write in the notes itself. At one point, if you are writing the order, it will be more effective. So the first question we are going to deal is which question, ma? Question number 6. Next, the question number will be 3 in normal process, right? As it is, whatever they are mentioned. Question number 3 in a normal process or normal method. Okay. And next, we are going with the question number 1. First, we are going with question number 6, next 3, next question number 1, and 7 is similar to 1, so you can take it as HW. Okay. And question number 3 again, we are doing with the dominance rule. Question 3 will be done in all the methods. First, normal method, and second in a dominance rule. And next, what is the next question, ma? 8, 4. If these questions are done, remaining will be very easy. Just understanding the question is sufficient for remaining cases. Okay. So go with the question number 6 once. Sir, get the habit of writing the question as it is without changing anything and all. Okay. So see the question, write down the question as it is without any changes. Sir, from this topic, you can definitely expect a good score. So do not skip this part. Very, very easy. Okay. So wait. Copy the table as it is, ma. Sir, it is your wish if you want to go with the table and all. Basic way of presentation is sufficient. Sir, what is the question there, ma? First, what is sentence? Find the optimum strategies of players for the game having payoff matrix. What is the value of the game? Sir, what is meant by payoff matrix, ma? What are the end consequences for different strategies? Okay, for that he gave there. And what is the order of the matrix here, ma? 3 by 4. Okay, once the 3 by 4 matrix is given, basically, sir, first, what concept we have gone through, ma? Basic. In the case of pure strategies, we will try to find the saddle point. If the saddle point is done, answer is done. Okay, and here is asking optimum strategies of players. So who are the total number of players here, ma? A1, A2, A3 and B1, B2, B3, B4. Total 7 players. Only 2 players, ma, but there are options. What are the options they are having? Okay, do not confuse regarding the players and strategies. A1 and all, B1 and all are strategies for you. If you are having 2 players, the players are A and the player B. Is it given in the question, ma? As it is not given, we start with a sentence. Let us assume, okay? Let us assume that there are 2 players, player A and player B. Player A and player B. These sentences are very, very important because in the case of our problems of game theory, the content will be very less. So we try to draft the more content as possible. So what is A player's objective, ma? maximizing player. Okay, and what about B, ma? Minimizing player. So and try the strategies there. A1, A2, A3 are strategies of A. B1, B2, B3 and B4 are strategies of a player B. Sir, and one more thing, I'm repeating again and again. How many are having pencils, ma? Pencil buddy should be there, because in the case of gaming theory also, similar to assignment. Okay, it is maximum similar to assignment, but the process is different, that's all. Okay, those things will make your notes look better. Okay, is the first sentence part done by everyone, ma? So can you repeat once? What is the objective of A? Maximizing gain. B is objective minimizing, and the player A is maximizing player and player B is minimizing player. And if that part is done, I frame the question here. Okay, once I will do this problem. If you are okay with that, you can do it by yourself. Shall we? Sir, and normally is he mentioning to follow any method, ma? Follow rule of dominance or follow odds method or follow graphical method. Is it mentioned there, sir? As it is not mentioned and all, we go with whatever process we knew. What is the process we knew, ma? Basically identifying the saddle point. Sir, in the case of saddle point, by seeing the question itself, what is the aspect first to be taken there, ma? Row minimum or a maximum? Row minimum. Sir, in the case of row minimum, can you tell the minimum value in the case of row A1, ma? 1. In the case of row A2? In the case of row A3? 0. 1, 4, 0. Sir, be careful with identification of numbers. For you, as you are very good and very sharp, you may feel 2 as less, even though beside there is 0. Okay, sometimes our mind may not be on track. So once at least, okay, try to pinch yourself and get into the part. Sir, what are the points, ma? 1, 4, 0. How we got that values, ma? All the minimum values of each row. Okay, now what about the column values, ma? Can you tell the values? It is column max. Okay, what are the values, ma? We are taking which values, ma? Maximum values. 7, 4, 5. So of these values, what value should be taken, ma? Maximum value. So that is 4. And what about this case, sir? Minimum value should be taken. What is the minimum value there, ma? 4. Okay. And what is this basically known as, ma? Basically known as maxi min. Maxi min. Repeat once more. Maxi min. From row parts we will getting all the values are minimum values. From that we are taking maximum value. That is maxi min. What about columns, ma? We are taking the maximum values. From that we are selecting minimum value. That is known as minimax. Sir, whatever you have done there, write in the form of sentence. If you are writing in the form of sentence, it will be more effective. Okay, shall we, sir? Write in the sentence, ma, first. And the question itself you write, ma. Once identification is done by you, all the numbers, right there. Take down the headings. Headings are most important. What is the first heading, ma? Row minimum. What about the next heading, sir? Column maximum. Column maximum. If you are done with the problem, I will give the sentences. You can write them parallelly. Sir, they are also nothing but row odds and column odds. So for your convenience, you can write either anyone, no issues. Go with row minimum and column maximum. That will be more effective for normal pure strategy. Okay. Sir, I identified here. Okay. This part, if it is done, Write the sentence ma. As mini max is equal to, as mini max is equal to, as mini max is equal to maximin, that is in brackets. What is the value ma? Write the value there in brackets 4. What is the point we reached ma? Saddle point. And the optimum strategies are, and optimum strategies for player A. You can follow this or whatever I'm selling, both the same. Okay. And optimum strategies for a player A is, what is the strategy ma? Why A2 there, sir? Why A2? Because the element is in the A2 part, A2 row. Okay. And for a player B, what is the optimum strategy ma? B3, because they are together same values. So at this point we reach a saddle point now. So for a player B, the strategy will be B3. And at the end, therefore, the value of the game is, what is the value of the game ma? In our case, 4. So this is a basic way of doing problems and all. Okay. Sir, shall we go through the problem once what we have done ma? What is the question asked there, buddies? See the question once. Sir, he's asking us to find optimum strategies. So can you tell the optimum strategies for player A? A2, and for player B, B3. That part is done. Next, what is he asking ma? What is the value of game? Therefore, the value of the game is 4 as it is saddle point. Okay. In the order, what is the next question ma? Question number 3. See the question number 3 once. Sir, straight away he asked us to go with the dominance rule, but do not do with the dominance rule. Sir, are we having the knowledge of dominance rule as of now? So, for our basic convenience, we are going with the saddle point basically. Okay. Write down the question as it is ma. For this question, we are going to do dominance rule and also normal rule. Okay. So copy the question as it is. -15, 2, 3, 6, 5, 7, -7, 4, 0. Once this part is done, I knew that you are having the knowledge how to do and all, but follow the steps. Because if you are following the steps and all, because stepwise marking is there in exam. Okay. Sir, has he mentioned regarding player A and player B? The basic thing, usual thing that is common. Let us assume player A is a maximizing player and player B is minimizing player. Same as our first question, whatever we have written. But here, what is the order of the matrix ma? 3 by 3. So A1, A2, A3, B1, B2 and B3. Okay. Sir, do not skip that point. That is a basic common point for every question. A is a maximizing player. The strategies are A1, A2 and A3. B is minimizing player. B1, B2, B3 are strategies of a player B. Sir, is this the same question? No changes now? Sir, I'm solving first. Okay, you tell the values and all. So based on that, it will be practice for you and you can also do later. Okay. Sir, can you tell the first, what is the process we should do ma? Heading. What is the first heading ma? Row minimum. Sir, in the case of row minimum, can you tell the values of A1 in this case? 2, 5, -7. Sir, be careful with the values. I said to take least value. 0 is least or minus 7 is least ma? Minus 7. Okay. And next, what is other part, sir? Column maximum. So in the case of column maximum, what are the first case maximum value ma? 15, 5, 7. Okay. Sir, here, what is the highest value? Highest value. 5 is the highest value. And here, what is the least value ma? 5 is the least value. Okay. Sir, what is this value known as ma? Maxi-min. This value is nothing but maxi-min. And what is this value ma? Minimax. Okay. Maxi-min. Okay. Maxi-mini kaadu. Sorry. It is not maxi-mini. It is just maxi-min. And what is this ma? Mini-max. Okay. Once these parts are done, same as it is our problem. I am showing the steps. Sir, I identified with the different colors so that I can show to you. That's all, nothing than that. Now, can you tell the strategies for player A, ma? What is the strategy for player A? For player B? Sir, player A's strategy is to maximize the gain. So, automatically he is maximizing his amount or whatever benefits he is receiving at the optimum strategy A2. And B is minimizing his loss. At which strategy, ma? B2. Write that conclusion also, it is most important. As usual, value of the game is equal to 5. Value of the game is equal to 5. Is this done? Write the content perfectly, ma? As minimax is equal to maximin, we reached the saddle point at optimum strategy for A, A2 and B, B2. Value of the game is equal to 5. Okay. Sir, do not go with the problems, just listen. Now illustrations are going with the parts. So if done, till here everyone done na? Sir, and conclusions are playing crucial role. Do not skip the conclusion part. Okay. Sir, question 3, what is the sentence asked there in the question ma? Asked us to find with a dominance rule, basically. But we have not solved in dominance principle. But as we are having the basic idea, we have done that part. Okay. So after that, again, we will do the problem 3 in a dominance rule and you will get the same answer. Even then you will get the same answer. Okay. Shall we go with the next examples, ma? You just listen. Now if you are done with your writing and all, keep the pens down and just listen. Sir, what is the illustration given there, ma? What is the illustration there? 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, what are the values there? 5, 6, 7, 3. Okay. So in these cases, normally what is meant by 5 ma? 5 element. Sir, if I am going with some strategy A1 and if B1 is getting some strategy there, B1 strategy B. So automatically the consequence of that is 5 rupees gain to me and 5 rupees lost to the other player. Okay. If in the second scenario, in the A1 strategy itself, if he is opting a different strategy, what is the gain I am getting ma? 6 amount I am getting and other player is getting a 6 amount of loss, basically. That's the point there. Okay. Once if you are going with this part and all, sir, in this case, try to identify the values ma, basically. What is our basic process? Row minimum, column maximum. Sir, can you tell the row minimum values ma? First one, 5, 3. And for second one ma? 7, 6. Of these values, maximum value. What is the maximum value ma? 5. Of these values, minimum value, 6. Are these values equal? Not equal. What is this value known as ma? What is this value? Maxi-min. Okay. And what is this 6 known as? Minimax. Once these two values are not equal, then what are the strategies coming into picture, ma? Mixed strategies will be coming into picture. Okay. Once mixed strategies are coming into picture and all, basically, sir, there are 3 methods in the mixed strategies. What are those three methods, ma? Odds method, rule of dominance, and third one, graphical method. Whatever be the method, in all the three methods, odds method will be common. If you are having the clarity of odds method and all the other methods will be very, very easy. Okay, I will explain once more regarding the odds method. You listen with extreme care. Okay, it is very, very easy basically, but I am lagging it so that you will not face any issue with the problems. Okay, shall we? Sir, at this point, minimax and maximin are equal, ma? Not equal. That is clear, na? So therefore, there is no saddle point. Then we need to apply mixed strategies. The first, what is the first mixed strategy, ma? Odds method. Sir, in the odds method, what is the basic rule, ma? The order of the matrix should be 2 by 2. Is the order of the matrix 2 by 2 or a different order, ma? 2 by 2. As it is 2 by 2 and all, I am proceeding with that part. Sir, what is the first step there, ma? Difference between the row should be written in the second row. First row part, whatever difference I'm mentioning here, what is the value, ma? 1. And the second row difference, what is the value there, sir? 4 is written here. Okay. What that is nothing but if you take the values different and all, for example x1 and x2, y1 and y2, what is this value, ma? X1 minus x2, this is y1 minus y2. Okay, am I clear with those values? Never write itself in the same row. Whatever difference we are having for this row, that is first row, will be written in the second row, and second row's difference will be written in the first row. Similarly, regarding columns also, we do the same process. What is that process, sir? Difference between the first column will be written where, ma? In the second column. So can you tell the value there, ma? Difference between first column values, 2 written in the second column. And next, second column difference, first column, that is 3. Is it clear with this point, sir? Okay, nothing but, sir, if I am going with this option, I am losing the second option. That is nothing but, at earlier sessions, you have gone with a topic called opportunity cost. What is that, ma? Opportunity cost. So if I am going with a strategy 1, A1, I am not having a chance to go with A2, na? That is the reason why I am writing the in other row. Similarly, in the case of columns also, player B, if he is going for a B2, okay, he will be losing B1, na? So for that reason, whatever the difference value we are getting there, we are writing in the second part. If that part is done, sir, can you tell the probabilities, ma? You do not write to tell the probabilities only. What is the probability for the first row? 4 by 1 plus 4. Okay. So just what is the value, ma? 4 by 5 basically. Okay. Do not go with exact fractions. If you are going to fractions, the calculations will be more complex. So take the value as it is for your convenience. Sir, can you tell the probability for the A2, ma? 1 by 1 plus 4, that is 1 by 5. These are the probabilities for entire row A1 and row A2. And what about the probabilities of row B, column B1 and column B2, ma? 3 by 3 plus 2, that is 3 by 5. What about next one, ma? 2 by 3 plus 2, that is 2 by 5. Once these probabilities are done, sir, why are we calculating probabilities? Can you tell the point, ma? Sir, we do not know what course of action will be taken by the competitor. So for that reason, we are trying to calculate the probability for each scenario. Okay, sir, probabilities are done by us. Now, is it done with the answer, ma? We need to calculate the value of the game. That is important, na? So for that sake, okay, basically, there is one alternative that I am telling first. If you are okay with that, you can go with the second alternative. Okay. Sir, now I am erasing these parts because these are nothing but calculations part now. Sir, now if you want to know have the value of the game, what is the thing, ma? Basic thing you need to do? Multiply the probability of A1 and the value there mentioned in the cell plus value of this that is A2 probability into value in the zone. That's the point. Okay, sir, I'm writing there once. You keenly observe that and do not run and all basically. So what is the first value, ma? 5 into 4 by 5 plus, what is next, ma? 7 into 1 by 5. What is that value, sir? 27 by 5. Am I right, ma? Okay. If it is fine, can you tell the other chance value, ma? Sir, whatever we have done for a row parts, similarly I am doing for a column parts also. Okay, that is 5 into 3 by 5 plus 6 into 2 by 5. What is the value, ma? 27 by 5. It will be same. Okay, it will be same because we are applying probability and we are taking the values. So answer will be same. Or else if you are having any issues, you can also calculate with other option, that is 6 into 4 by 5 plus 3 into 1 by 5. Even then you will get the same value because 6 4 how much, ma? 24, and 3 1 how much, ma? 3. Total how much, ma? 27 by 5. So whatever option you are taking, if you are taking the same column part or same row part and all, you will get the exact value, same values. So what is the value of game in this case, ma? 27 by 5. If you write in the decimals, that will be some value. What is so much, ma? 5.4. 5.4 will be the value. Okay. Is it clear with the odds method, ma? Sir, odds method, if you are clear with odds method and all, entire part is very easy. Sir, once, can you repeat once, ma? How to do and all basic process? Sir, in the case of odds method, okay, first, what is the basic point, ma? Always go with the saddle point. Okay, if you are reaching with saddle point, mixed strategies are not required. But if you are not reaching, go with the mixed strategies. So first of all, whatever question given, basically, okay, if it is not given with any hint, go with the saddle point. If you are calculating and if you are getting value, done with the answer. Okay, am I clear, ma? Sir, here we reach a saddle point or not, ma? We have not reached the saddle point. So we are gone for which method, ma? Odds method. So basically the matrix is in a 2 by 2 order. So it is more convenient for me to go with the 2 by 2 matrix. So I have done that and I got the answer. Am I clear, ma? Okay. So if you are clear, illustration is up to you. You can write it as an example in your notes. Take down the illustration, ma. Sir, even for illustration, get the habit of writing regarding player A, player B and strategies. Sir, just write the question, ma, and leave the space there. Okay, do not write the answer now because at a home you can practice. You are clear with this part one, na? No doubt regarding this one, na? If you are having no doubt on, leave the space. Now not required. Okay. Once you try, if you are having any doubts, you can ask me. Okay. If anyone in the class is having any doubt regarding whatever we discussing, okay, you can definitely ask me entire process or entire problem after the class. But if you are having very, very small doubt, you can ask in the immediately in the class. Am I clear, ma? Okay. So if it is clear, what we have done, I am showing there. We identified a row minimum and column maximum. And minimax is not equal to maximin. As it is not equal, no saddle point basically. So which comes into scenario, ma? Mixed strategies. Mixed strategies, the first method I explained to you simply. Okay. Now, question number 7. Go with the question number 7, ma. Question number 7. Is it different or easy? If it is easy, superb. Okay, very small question. Sir, is the illustration different or same, ma? Different, na? Different, na? But the process is clear, na? Sir, can you tell the row minimum basically here itself, ma? Row minimum first. 1 in the case of 1. Next, ma? 3. Next, buddy. 5. Next, ma? Of these values, highest value. 3. Of these values, least value. 4. Is it equal? Not equal. And what is the order of the matrix? 2 by 2. As it is 2 by 2 and all, we can go with the odds method. Odds method is very easy, na? Sir, can you tell the odds method with a faster face? Sir, here what is the difference, ma? 4. Where I should write, sir? And next difference? Okay. Sir, what about next one, ma? Difference? 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. So I am writing here. Fine. Okay. Second. Next, ma? 3 is the difference. What is the 3 there? 1 minus 4 difference is written here. Now, can you tell the probability for the first row? 1 by 1 plus 4. Okay, next one, 4 by 1 plus 4. Okay, here it will be 1 by 5, 4 by 5. Sir, is the problem correct, ma? Whatever I am doing? What is the basic mistake I have done there? Who is player A? Who is player B? That should be also identified. Okay, and subletters, that is B1, B2, A1, A2, that also should be identified. Okay, whatever process we are doing is fine, but at the end we have to identify the strategy and all. No, so you also mention those strategies. Okay, and shall we do this problem? If you are ready, we shall do. It is very easy, but I will explain once. If you are satisfied, you can do it at homework. If you are not satisfied, we can do here. Shall we? Anyway, illustration is given as homework to you, know. Okay, but this point, the first point, whatever important I'm telling, is it important? Because based on that, because he has not given any representation, so representation is most important. So next, is the saddle point reached, ma? Not reached. We have to calculate the probability part. Is it clear to you now? Any doubt in the case of odds method, ma? Yes or no? No doubts. Clear with that partner? So I'm not dealing with this one. Okay, sir, even if you are following these rules of probability and all, but the formulas are different. Okay, for our ICMA convenience and for their satisfaction, we have to mention the probability formula. If you are mentioning the probability and formula and all, you will be safe. Okay, how to mention the probability formula and all? Sir, and one more most important aspect, at the end, what are the probabilities you have to write? If you are not writing and all, you will lose the mark. And therefore, formula is also must. Formula clear to you or not clear, ma? Formula, any idea? Sir, whatever you are doing, you convert into formula. Okay, you write your own formula. For example, sir, can anyone tell the values of A1, A2, sorry, B1, B2, A1, A2. For example, I have taken the values like X1, X2, Y1, Y2. Now can you tell the formula, ma? Basic formula of probability? Probability. That is P of A1. What is P of A1 probability? X1 minus X2 by Sir, whatever you have done, I am asking you to tell the same point. For example, the same question, if there is a question given, sir, what is the difference between these two values, ma? X1 minus X2. And what is the difference between these two values, ma? Y1 minus Y2. Can you tell the probability, ma? First for A1, P of A1. What is the probability there? Y1 minus Y2 by X1 minus X2 plus Y1 minus Y2. Okay, assume that the values, then you will get the probability. And similarly, how to write P of A2, ma? P of A2. X1 minus X2 by same. This value will be there itself. Clear? If that part is done, can you tell the probabilities for column parts? That is P of B1. P of B1 how much? First. What is the value here? X1 minus Y1. And here X2 minus Y2. Now can you tell the probability of P of B1, ma? X2 minus Y2 by X2 minus Y2 plus X1 minus Y1. Is it clear now? Sir, go with the basic example. You take some values, how you are framing it, write the formula. Do not by heart the formula. But formula writing is important now. It will be definitely having some mark. So do not skip the formula part. Okay? Is it clear with that part, ma? If that part is clear, at the end, you have to write the value of the game. That is also important. If you're skipping that part, gone. Okay, and also I have mentioned here specifically the probabilities of player A and the probabilities of player B for different strategies. That also should be mentioned. Okay, are you okay with that part, ma? Fine now? If it is fine, I will go with the other part there, that is formula. Just go with the saddle. What is the first sentence there, ma? Problem of a game without saddle point, then it is nothing but problem of a mixed strategy. Sir, use various strategies with a what, ma? Certain probabilities. Sir, next, we need to find out the probabilities of various strategies and then expected value of the game. It is not just the value of the game, ma. It is expected value because we are having something called probability. Okay, once it is probability, it is nothing but estimations or expectations. It is not actual value. Okay, next. So what are the three methods we are having, ma? Odds method or known as arithmetic method. And what is the key point there, ma? It is 2 by 2, definitely. Okay, and what about next one, ma? Dominance rule. Sir, it can be m by n or m by 2 or 2 by m also. Okay, it can also be m by 2, 2 by m also. So I will identify, I will clearly explain that point when we are going that explanation. Okay, what is the last method, ma? Graphical method. What is the order of the matrix there? Either 2 by n or m by 2. If that order is mentioned, then automatically we go with either dominance rule if possible or graphical method. Am I clear, ma? Okay. So first, what is the first point for the odds method, ma? Can you tell the point? What is it, ma? 2 by 2 matrix. To go with the order of odds method or arithmetic method, first condition. What is the first condition, ma? 2 by 2 matrix for sure. If there is no 2 by 2 matrix, we cannot go for a odds method. We have to convert into 2 by 2 matrix. Okay. Next, this and all, you will get what we have done, whatever we have done the process now. Can you read the point of A, ma? Sub point A there. What is sub point A, ma? Compute magnitude of the different cell entries of 1, 1, 1, 2 of first row and place it in a second row. What we have done earlier is in the form of sentence. What about next one, ma? Compute the magnitude of cell entries of 2, 1 and 2, 2 right in the first row. Similarly, we do the same things for a column parts also. Okay. Once that is done, basically, okay, this is a formula and all. What we have done, ma? Difference between these two written there, but is in the second row. Difference between these two we have written in the first row. And difference between these columns written where, ma? Second column. And difference between these two in the second column written in the first column. And these are the formulas for probabilities, basically. Okay. Once if this is done, what is the value of game formula, ma? You mention the probability one also. That is important. If you are writing the formula and all, that will be more effective. Sir, A1 is a value in the A1 element into the respective probability plus B1 into the probability. Sir, if you are not having the idea of formula, write the answer, leave the space there and frame the formula by yourself. Okay, there won't be an issue. But mentioning a formula will make our calculation very, very easy. Am I clear with this one, ma? Odds method, anyone having doubts regarding odds method? Okay, sir, and also one more basic logic. If you are going with the addition of all the probabilities of which one, ma? Rows, you will get 1. And if you go with the columns also, you will get 1 because probability sum will always be 1. Okay. Sir, question number 7, I am not dealing with that and all. As you are done there, as it is homework given there, I am not doing again and again. Next, what is next one, ma? Rule of dominance. This is important. Okay. Sir, what are the attempts given there, ma? Last attempts? June 23 and December 24. Okay. June or July, ma? June. Sir, what is the first point, ma? Dominance method will be in which order, ma? M by N. So we need to convert into 2 by 2 basically. Okay. Sir, once we are converted into 2 by 2, what is the method ready to apply? Odds method can be applied straight away. Okay, but how to convert them is important. Okay, what is the most important aspect, ma? Conversion of by applying rule of dominance into 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, sir, and one more logics. These points you write there in the book. Wherever you are having rule of dominance, the concept part, there you add the points. M by n can be greater than or greater than 2. That is the first scenario. In the case of rule of dominance, you write those part. M comma n can be greater than 2. For those who are through online, they also add this sentence, ma. M by n greater than 2 or only m greater than 2 or only n greater than 2. What is the meaning and all? I will explain to you. Sir, what does m stands for, ma? Number of rows. N stands for number of columns. So sometimes the questions can be in this pattern. Okay. So when this pattern, what is the order of the matrix, ma? 3 by 3. What is the value of m there? What is the value of n? Both are greater than 2. That is the first scenario. Okay. Or else, for your convenience, well, right here. What is the order of the matrix, ma? 2 by 3. What is the value of m, sir? N value? Even then, in this case also, we can apply rule of dominance and also graphical method. Am I clear, ma? We can apply rule of dominance and also graphical method. Okay. So that is the meaning of those points, basically. Or else, second alternative. What is the order of the matrix, ma? 3 by 2. Even then, we can apply the rule of dominance or a graphical method. Straight away, if he's asking us to solve with the graphical method and all, it is very, very easy. Okay, game theory is very easy, provided if you are practicing the points and if you are clear with the points. Okay. Sir, first, what is the basic part, ma? Convert the matrix, converted matrix can be solved by using which methods, ma? First, you apply saddle point. Okay. Sir, what is the order of the matrix here, ma? 3 by 3. So somehow I managed and I brought it into 2 by 2. Then the first step I should do is basically go with the saddle point. What is saddle point, ma? Minimax is equal to maximin. Sir, that is the point, ma. Difference writing there, gone there. Okay. So mistakes where? Here or in the exam? Here, do as much as possible so that you will not do it. Okay. And one more thing, if you are having an answer, do not keep it in mind. If you are saying aloud, even if it is wrong, someone will laugh at you and you will definitely remember that moment. And in the future, you will not do mistakes. So you are safe now. Where you should be safe, in exam or here? In exam, do the mistakes as much as possible here so that you will be perfect in the exam. Sir, what is saddle point, ma? Sir, first, if the problem is given like this, what is the basic step, ma? I have to convert them into 2 by 2 matrix. Once 2 by 2 matrix is converted, basically, I can go with the saddle point check. If the saddle point is reached, my answer is done. My answer is done, basically. Okay. Or else, if the answer is not satisfied, as it is 2 by 2 matrix, which method is ready, ma? Odds method is ready. I can go with the odds method. Only when rule of dominance is given. Because straight away, can you go with the saddle point even in this form, ma? Can we? Why, sir? And how, sir? Row, maximum value. Column, minimum value. Of the minimum values, maximum value. And of the maximum values, minimum value. Is it possible? But odds method, difference between any two values. But however, in this case, how many numbers are there, ma? 3. 2 by 2, na? Basic logic is failing there. So if he's asking specifically dominance rule, you cut it. And then you go with saddle or odds. If it is not asked and straight away he's asking, find the value of the game, go with saddle method, saddle point. That will be easy and saving time. Okay? If it is clear, So that is a point mentioned there. Okay. Sir, the reason we are going with this process is that first he asked in the question itself, go with the dominance rule. If he's asking to go with the dominance rule, only then convert into 2 by 2 matrix, then apply saddle point. If it is satisfied, stop there. Write the value of game and strategy followed there. Okay. If it is not possible, then go with the odds method. Sir, I am repeating this point again and again. Why? Because this is the area most important aspect. Okay. You may straight away jump with odds method. It's of no use. Not required. Calculating probabilities and all sort of thing. Or not tough, it is time waste. Okay. Now, for example, there is someone, okay, somebody, so myself, okay. So these are the options basically. Sir, what is meant by dominance rule and all? I'm explaining more detailed so that you can get a clarity. For example, in place of this person, okay, so the students in the class, basically qualified CMAs, qualified CMAs. At least, can you tell your name and CMA in front of it once? Sir, will ICMA punish you if you are telling a CMA so and so person before exams? So tell with energy. If you are telling now, definitely you can clear in December. Tell with name and tagline. Tell with energy. So I can tell CMA Subhash. Okay, and even before exams also, I have written n number of areas. Okay, somewhere in some areas, they used to scold me. Everywhere I used to write CMA Subhash and all. Okay, on the plants and all different scenarios. Okay, you got the picture? Okay, mainly two buddies. Okay, so are you having the guts to tell CMA so and so? So with energy, can you tell Sir, if you are having the first session of this class and all, basically the important aspect is that, okay, once these 2 videos will be available in the YouTube, I can explain for sure. But the issue is that already the first session of game theory around 1.5 hours, around, okay, entire concept is done. Okay, sir, dominance rule I'm explaining again perfectly. Even odds method I explained. So basically I'm explaining who are new to the class today itself. Only 2 days, buddies. 3 or 2? How many are only for today, first session of the class, SCM? Can you raise your hands in full manner, Only 3 buddies. Okay. Sir, basic thing, game theory is nothing but, sir, you are one person doing business. Okay, I'm also doing business. From my point of view, what is my motive? Day 1, what is my target? To earn losses or to get profits? That is first point. Okay, the same part or same options. For example, I am planning to get a profit. So automatically, if I'm getting more number of customers, what is your scenario, You are my competitor. What is your scenario? You will lose the customers now. Automatically, for example, you are getting losses. So alternative player will be definitely trying to minimize his loss. Always my motive is to gain the profit. Other player's motive is to minimize the loss. This entire scenarios are drafted in the form of matrix. Basically, this will be the matrix of all the consequences. Once these consequences are done, basically, and if you are having the what opponent will be doing, if you are having clarity, then we go with a pure strategy. Okay. And if you are not having a thought, then it is mixed strategy. Okay. My humble request, if you are having any issue with the class, okay, go with this as of now, time being. I will explain detailedly the process. But this process, you can get a clarity once you go with our session number 11. I think so, session number 11. Session number 11. Okay, in the YouTube live of Shikhara channel, you will be giving that video. You go through that video. I have discussed everything clearly with a pinpoint. Okay, once you are clear with that, whatever you are listening today, it will be more effective. Okay, for this first class, you have to definitely give some sort of efforts, because already we have done with entire topic in the session 11. And this session is what, ma? Number 12. Okay. So for that seek, you may be having some differences. If you are having difference, continue with the same point. Okay. Sir, which is the example we are going, ma? Sir, here I qualified with a CMA. Now, what are the options? What is the first option I'm having, ma? Job. Second option, practice. Third option, teaching. Okay. Sir, even if you are not having the prior knowledge also, keep it aside. If you are listening this, it is sufficient. Okay. Sir, what is the first option? Second option? Third option? Sir, in the case of first option, that is job, I am getting a salary of 10 lakhs. How much, ma? 10 lakhs. That is the point. Next, practice, how much I am getting, ma? 6 lakhs, because as initially, we may not be having clients. We will be having some more expenditure because we have to pay to the premises rent and all, and we need to go with the maintenance and all. Basically, whatever we are getting will be less. And even clients may not be paying in a fast manner, basically. Okay, if you are asking for 1 month, they may pay at the end of third month or some month. So because of that consequence, in the initially, we may not be having that much income. So what is income? I may be having 6 lakhs. But if I'm going with the teaching, because I started teaching long back ago, if I'm having prior experience, I can definitely draw monthly 2 lakhs per annum. 2 lakhs per month. Per annum, how much, ma? 24 lakhs for sure. But however, I have written there only 18 lakhs. But you should be a master of a subject. Okay, some subject and which has life. Go with that subject. Okay, if any subject has a life and all, and if you are expert in that, definitely the industry is ready to pay 18 lakhs, basically. Or if you are going like a freelancer, is it clear with the freelancing, ma? So we are not under anyone. Okay, if someone is in need of our service, we give the service, leave the premises. Okay, we have our own rules, they have their own rules. They'll give time slot, we provide it, and we leave the premises. Okay, but if you are going with teaching full job, okay, that is a different case. Okay, so this is the option for me. Of these 3 points, if you take these 3 points and all, which is better option now? Teaching is dominating over other points, basically. Okay, do not go with the teaching. My humble request. Okay, so if you are coming to teaching and all, go take it as a secondary option. Okay, first primary job. Next, if you are having any interest in teaching, then go with the teaching. Okay, that's the point. But teaching is for sure best. Because students in front of you, different minds. Yes, sir. No, sir. There won't be any difference. Okay, for no, sir also you will do like this. For yes, sir also you will do this. If it is the same scenario, the faculties will be facing some sort of issues. But student will be laughing for some time, sir. Why he is laughing, I don't know. There can be some reasons, different reasons. Okay, someone cracked joke somewhere ago and he got a clarity of the joke now itself. So he will be started laughing and all. If I get anger and all, if I start scolding him, okay, now it is quite a diverse trend. In earlier times, if a teacher is scolding a student, first student will be definitely taking, and if he is telling the same point at home, parents will start again. Second round. First round teachers, second round parents. But now it is quite opposite. Sir, why are you touching my kid? Who are you to touch my kid? Even I will not touch him. Okay, even I will not beat him. At the home, he will beat us. And now you are doing something wrong. Okay, it is against him. And we will inform to different. Okay, that's the secondary. But the CA and CMA guys are having mind, good mind or matured mind. Not like inter +2 and +1. Okay, +2 and +1 guys will see us in a different way. Normally teaching staff and all. Okay, you are here to teach, okay, teach. Whatever you want to teach. But I will do my work. Okay, so that is different. But once you are into CMA, okay, in the case of CMA and CA, what are we foregoing, ma? Opportunity cost. Friends' marriage, brothers' marriage, sisters' marriage. Sometimes our marriage is exception. Okay, these can be scenarios. Okay, so now let us go with subject, ma. Sir, here what are the 3 options I am having, ma? Job, teaching, and practice. Of these options, which is dominating? Teaching. Sir, and practice is worst case now. For example, when you compare these 2, which is less, ma? So I will not at all go with that part. In terms of money, sir, if I go with in terms of time spending with my family, because you might have gone through something called balance scorecard in SM. balance scorecard in SM. SM is there, na? OMSM balance scorecard not there? It will be definitely. Or simple meaning. Okay. Is there, na? If it is there, superb. Sir, 24 hours divided by 3, how much, ma? 8 each. 8 hours for job, 8 hours for sleep, 8 hours for entire other works. That is a balance basically. In the other 8 hours, we need at least some time to our family. Because at the end of the day, if I keep on running behind money and all, sometimes there will be family and my small buddy. Okay, if I'm visiting him, hi, I'm handling, hi, who are you? He'll be asking question to me. Okay, if I'm keep on running with money, basically. But sir, if you go with reality, this is really important. This is really important. At the end, normally the trends of divorce is increasing more nowadays. But long back, it is very less. If you are having a conflict between you and my other buddy, my side and their side will be sitting and they will give left and right to us and they will ask us to shut down and continue the family. But now, conflict and divide. Immediately, no option. Okay. Sir, if I see time point of view, if I'm going to job, sir, there is some dabba here in front of me now. In the future, this dabba will be my first wife. Okay, the second wife will be as normally. Okay, this is the point of job. Okay, 8-hour shift is fine for sure. But even if you are after log out and all, okay, even then they will be having client call to you and he will ask you to sit in front of this dabba. Okay, every tire, everywhere this has full access. Okay, even we may restrict our wife to some areas, but this has no restrictions. It is like VIP. Okay, so because of this point, if I have a comparison, 0% time for my family. And because of practice, it is my business now. Whenever I want, I can close. Whenever I can't, I will open. No issues. So I can spend 50% of time. And sometimes, teaching point of view, initially, we should be giving more efforts. So less time. So if you compare all these scenarios, what is the worst scenario, ma'am? Job. So I am comparing every alternative. In the rule of dominance also, I will be following the same policy. And what is last, sir? Sir, job. Once you are getting job, you will get n number of calls. Sir, if you want a bike, if you want a car, sir, already I have a bike. Take another bike, sir. Sir, are you having credit card? Sir, yes, sir. So take another credit card. So where we are getting more of EMIs, ma? Credited on 5th day, debited entire balance on a 5th afternoon itself. The entire balance 0. That's the case of if I'm going job. But what if with the practice, ma? Sir, while I'm spending the money, as it is my business, I'll take extreme caution. Okay. So normally if you go into realities, if you are having good client base, which is better option, ma? Practice. None will question you. Okay. None will ask why you are taking leave and all. Okay. Even client also, you will shut down there or will shut down his mouth there. Okay. We can control him psychologically also. Basically, if you are having the ITR and all knowledge, even with the confirmation of tax paid, we can make him fear. Okay. That's a point of game there. And if you are going to teaching, basically when you are going teaching and all, normally it is up to you. If you want EMS, you can add. So if you compare rule and all, which is better option there, ma? Practice. So you are comparing every other alternative and trying to eliminate. In the case of first option, which option is eliminated, ma? Which option? Practice. If you go with second scenario, which is eliminated, ma? Job. And in the case of EMIs, job. More. Same way we are going with the rule of dominance. Here we are eliminating some other part by comparing, na? There also in the form of matrix, the conditions are mentioned. What options? There we try to eliminate the other scenarios. If this point is clear, you can follow with me regarding rule of dominance. If once rule of dominance is clear to you, it is very easy. Shall we? Shall we with energy? Okay. Sir, always, what is the point, ma'am? First one, maximizing player point of view. For example, if I am a maximizing player, what is my main target? Sir, I want more return or less return? more return. So for example, if I'm going with option 1, I'm getting 10 rupees as a return. Option 1, what is the return, ma? 10, for example. Okay. And option 2, I'm getting 15 rupees return. As I'm a maximizing player, which one I will keep it aside? 10, I will strike it off, na? That is the point. And if you're a minimizing player, sir, for example, I'm getting some loss of 10 and some loss of 15, basically. Okay. Which one I will eliminate? 15. Is it clear now? Same logic will be followed for entire rule of dominance. Shall we? Sir, this is the point. Who are those two companies, ma? Anuradha and company, and the second one is Sitaraman and company, two companies. Okay. Sir, listen, ma, if you are not having the idea of rule of dominance also, you can get a clarity by seeing this problem. Last time I explained with the theory part. Now explaining perfectly with the entire problematic part. Okay. First, what is meant by rule of dominance, ma? Who is dominating should be continued, basically. Depending upon the player, it may change. Okay. So for example, if you are a student, you want 60 marks or 75 marks? 75. 75 is dominating. And which is lower mark, ma? 60 we are eliminating. Sir, you want 45 or 38? 45, na? Which is dominating there? 45, basically. Okay. So which is dominating, we are going with that mark. We are eliminating that part. Sir, in this case, first, sir, for A1, what are the options he's having, ma? For player A1, these are the options. Okay. For player A2, what are the options, ma? 7, 5, 4. For player A3, 6, 5, 6. That is the point. You can choose any one, basically. And for player B1, what are the options, ma? 3, 7, 6. And for player B2, 4, 5, 5. And for player B3, 5, 4, 6. These are the options, na? Clear with that part, na, sir? Sir, I am, for example, in the company of Anuradha and company. It is our company. Whose company, ma? Ours company. Whenever you are solving the problem, think that you are in that picture. Who is Anuradha and company owner, ma? We. We are the owners. Once we are the owners and we are written which part, ma? Row side. When we are on row side, what is our target, ma? Always maximizing the gain. Once I am having a thought of maximizing gain, okay, which option I will eliminate, ma? Where I am getting minimum amounts, I will not invest in that area. No? That is the point. No? So in this case, sir, A1, I am comparing with the A2. I will make a different comparisons. Once I am making comparison, wherever there is lesser chance, I will eliminate that part. Okay. Sir, is this question clear now? First question part, not the process. I am going the process slowly. Sir, if you are, even if you are new to the class, if you are following the process, that is sufficient. Okay. Okay. If you are having still more doubts regarding the concept, go in session number 11. Okay. Shall we, ma? Sir, first, Anuradha and company will have how many options, ma? 3 options. That is A1, A2 and A3. Sir, we are comparing A1 with basically A2. That is the first comparison. Okay. Again, A1 with A3 is the second comparison. Next, A2 with A3. These are the 3 comparison our company is making. Shall we go with the first comparison, ma? What is the first comparison, ma, there? A1 and A2. Sir, I am identifying there. You need not identify this. Once you are okay with this, you will do by yourself. Not required the tick mark and all. Sir, what is A1, ma? 3, 4, 5. What is A2, sir? 7, 5, 4. Sir, which is higher, ma? Sir, first compare number by number. Sir, 3 is higher or 7 is higher? Have a tick mark there. Okay, have a tick mark basically. Next, 4 is higher or 5 is higher? Have a tick mark there. Okay, next, sir, 5 is higher or 4 is higher? Okay, sir, can I eliminate now? Sir, if I want to eliminate, I have to eliminate in this way. It is not appropriate. Okay, sir, one option if I want to eliminate, entire option, fine. Sir, from that I want small part. And for the option, I will take other part. That is not appropriate. If you want, take it full, or else you can leave. That's the scenario. So if you are, when you are comparing, if the tick mark is in any row, that you can maintain, and other part you can eliminate. Okay, which parts we are comparing ma again? I'm telling again, buddies. Which part you are comparing ma? A1 and A2. I'm repeating again for your convenience. Sir, from 3 and 7, which is highest ma? 7 is the highest. Okay, for that sake, I have kept a tick mark. Next, 4 and 5, which is highest ma? Fine. Next, 5 and 4, which is highest ma? 5 is in A1. Sir, whenever you are having tick marks with your convenience, with a pencil, if all the tick marks are in one part, you can keep that one. You can cancel the other one. Okay. So which test failed ma? A1, A2 failed. As A1 and A2 are failed, I am going with other comparison. What is other comparison ma? A1 and let us go with last because it is the answer na. So we shall go with the last. Now A2 and A3. Shall we go with A2 and A3 ma? Sir, compare the values and tell the values. Sir, I am comparing A2 with A3. Okay, 7 highest or 6 highest ma? Okay. What about next option, sir? Both are equal. If both are equal, no issues. You can keep tick mark both at the same point. Okay. What about next one ma? 6. Where it is there, sir? A3. Sir, all the 3 tick marks in one row, it is there ma? No. As there is no such row and all, no comparison of no use. Okay. Now only one comparison is left over. What is the comparison ma? These two are done. Now I am comparing with only A1 and A3. Sir, can you compare A1 and A3? 3 is bigger one or 6 is bigger one ma? So have a tick mark there. One day I compared only A1 and A3. Now 4 is bigger or 5 is bigger ma? 5 is the biggest number. Now 5 is bigger or 6 is bigger ma? All the tick marks in one row. Yes or no? Okay, sir, you are maximizing player or minimizing player? So all the values are highest values in A3. I'll keep that. I'll cancel which one? So I eliminated A1. Okay, for that convenience. Is it fine? Is it fine, ma? Sir, we are comparing 2 rows. As a maximizing player, I will keep the row with the highest values. Other row if it is having less values or equal values. When it is equal, I am giving tick mark both areas na. So mainly compare whether 3 tick marks are there or not. Okay, if there are 3 tick marks in the same row that is having highest value, so it will be kept there, and which is compared there, basically that will be cancelled. Okay, is it clear ma? Is it clear? If it is clear, I am explaining again for your convenience. Shall we? Because this is important part. If this part is clear, every problem will be same. Okay, sir, now when we are comparing the rows and all, basically how many combinations you can tell now? First comparison, go with order. If you are going with order, it will be more effective. A1, A2, that is one comparison. Next one ma? A1, A3. Next comparison, A2 and A3. Sir, can I compare A3 and A2 ma? And A3, A1 ma? They are one and the same na? So not required. Okay, once chances are written there, sir, you need not write in exam. Just for our knowledge, we are marking the comparison. You can write in the form of sentence. When we are comparing, all the least elements are present in, for example, row A1. So that row is completely eliminated. Because we are a maximizing player na. For that, what is our main motive ma? Maximum values. But there are minimum values na. I will remove that part. Okay. Sir, one more most important aspect. Now, can you tell ma? A1 and A2 comparison. What are the values compared there ma? 3 and 7. A1 and A2. Be careful, buddies. Your mind, even if it is present here, you will give wrong answer. That's the logic there. Okay. Next, 7 is highest. So, in our comparison, so tick mark is given to which part? 7. Next, 4 and 5, which is highest ma? Okay, fine. What about next, sir? 5 is in A1. So tick marks are not present in a same row. Sir, for your convenience, tick marks with pen or pencil? Pencil also in a light manner. Sir, if I mention in dark way and if I am erasing them, paper will be going away and you will be making some holes. Okay, so in the future you may be abusing me in the exam. That worst faculty has asked me to go with a pencil. I came with a pencil and I erased, paper gone. So my humble request is go with a light mark so that you can feel it. Okay, if that one done, next one what ma? A1, A3 is the direct answer. So go with the A2, A3. Sir, A2, A3, which is the highest number ma? 7 in A1, A2 or A3? A2. Next, 5 or 5. As both are equal, you can give the tick mark in both areas. Next, 6 is the highest. Sir, 3 tick marks in same row, no use. That comparison failed. Sir, when we go with other scenario, what is the last scenario ma? A1, A3. Sir, A1. Sir, 3 is highest or 6 is highest? Okay, next, 4 or 5? 5 is in A3. Okay, next, 5 or 6? 6 is in all the tick marks in a same. One same highest values. Which one and which one compared? A1 and A3. So automatically I am eliminating the A1 part. Now what is the order of the matrix ma? What is the order of the matrix, sir? 2 by 3. But to do the odds method, what is the order of the matrix should be? 2 by 2. When you are going with the dominance rule, your main target is to bring the matrix order to 2 by 2. Sir, done with row parts. Why done with row parts ma? What is the order of matrix? 2 by 3. Sir, row is having how many values ma? So m value is 2 clear. Now how to convert n value into 2? Sir, for that reason, you can tell the scenario. Sir, we are comparing now what ma? Columns. Sir, column, who is the player? B, what is his main objective? Minimizing the losses. And if there is more loss, will he eliminate or take it? Eliminate. So now there is a comparison chance for how many values ma? B1, B2, B1, B3 and B2, B3. There is a comparison for 3 scenarios. Okay. Sir, if for example it is 6 by 6 matrix, do not write these values. How many comparisons and all. You just do it by yourself. Okay. If you are writing for that, it will take time. Basically. Okay. Shall we, sir? Sir, if it is done, sir, compare with B1 and B2. Sir, B1 point, who is that player ma? Minimizing player. For him, loss should be minimum. Sir, if we compare B1 and B2, 7 and 5, where the loss is more? 7. Okay. So loss is less here. Safe. I am safe. If we compare 6 and 5, where the loss is less ma? Again 5. Okay. These are highest values. Basically. Sir, I compared. Sir, fine. So I am trying to eliminate what ma? B1. Now let us compare other options also. There can be different scenarios where you can get multiple options. Okay. Sir, because of this comparison, which is eliminated ma? Which is eliminated, sir? So mark there for your convenience, B1 eliminated. Now, sir, what are the other comparisons left over ma? B1, B3. Sir, if you compare B1 and B3, which is the highest, sir? 7 is the highest. Okay. And again, 6 and 6 equal na? When it is equal, we'll get tick marks both sides na? Again, it is also equal. As it is equal, it is in the highest range. So again, which one is selected ma? Again, B1 is selected na? Highest values in B1. Sir, in both the scenarios, I got B1. Now, what is the last step ma? B2, B3. Sir, now I am comparing B2 and B3. Sir, 5 or 4, which is highest ma? 5 is the highest. Okay. Sir, 5 or 6, which is the highest ma? Tick marks in a different part. Either highest elements in the same column, it is sufficient to eliminate. Okay. Sir, I am repeating the column part again so that you will be having more convenience. Shall we? Shall we? Sir, first, which is the comparison ma? B1 and B2. In comparing with B1 and B2, sir, while we are comparing columns, I am minimizing player. For me, loss should be minimum. So wherever it is highest, I'll try to eliminate. Okay, sir, if we compare these two, where it is highest ma? 7. Okay, that is 7 part there. Okay, normally this is good for me, good for me. And if I compare these two again, which is good for me ma? 5 is good for me. That I'll keep. But which one will be eliminated ma? Basically B1. Sir, from here I got B1. Now let us go with other comparison. What is that other comparison ma? B1 and B3. If I compare B1 and B3, basically, which is highest ma? So I'm giving tick mark. I'll keep that. Okay, it is good for me. And 6 and 6. They are same na? When they are same, you can give tick mark both. Okay, which one I'll keep, sir? I'll keep B3. I will eliminate which one ma? B1. So again eliminated. Now if I compare the last buddy, what is that last buddy ma? B2 and B3. If I compare B2 and B3, okay, if you go with comparison, sir, gaming theory and all, if you are listening parallelly along with me, it will be very easy. But if your body is present here, mind absent, okay, I didn't tell anything, you didn't listen anything. That's the point. The more care you are playing here, the more chance to get safe. Okay, sir. Now, which one and which one are compared, sir? B2 and B3. Sir, if I am comparing B2 and B3, which is the highest number there? 5. Is it good for me? No. So it is good for me, so I kept tick mark there. Now if I compare 5 and 6, which is good for me, mom? 5 and 6. I am which player? Minimizing player. For me, loss should be less. So I am ticking here. Ticks are in a different columns. No use. So that comparison itself not required. Okay. So now finally in all those comparisons, which I got ma? B1. Sir, B1 I eliminated finally. Okay. Now what is the order of the matrix ma? 2 by 2. Once this part is done, should write everything in the form of sentences. Okay. First basic part is common ma. The basic part is that, for example, Anuradha and company is assumed as A. Because we cannot write always Anuradha and company and all. Okay. What about Sitaraman and company ma? Assumed as B. And their strategies B1, B2, B3, A1, A2, A3. A is always maximizing player. B is always minimizing player. Sir, in the question, if it is given, take as it is. If it is not given, our own assumptions. And always maximizing player on which side ma? That is important. Okay. Is it clear with everyone through offline and online, guys? Okay. Once this elimination part is done, can you tell the order of the matrix ma? 2 by 2. This should be written by you separately. Okay. Sir, this is the matrix which I represented there. And of that, what is the comparisons we are having ma? A1, A2, A1, A3, A2 and A3. Okay. When we are making comparisons and all, we eliminated which part ma? We should eliminate which part ma? Eliminate least row or equal row. If the values are equal at one point, that is also fine. We can eliminate the least row. Okay. If that part is done, which row is eliminated ma in our case? A1. Okay. Next. Is the order of the matrix 2 by 2? Is the order of matrix 2 by 2 or 2 by 3? 2 by 3. So we cannot apply saddle point. Once if it is 2 by 2 and all, immediately you can apply saddle point and you can do it. Okay. As it is not and all, we have to convert into 2 by 2 again. Okay. If it at this point, sir, for an example, I have done the A1 operation. Once A1 operation is done, basically, if I reach the saddle point, that is 2 by 2 matrix and all. Oh, sorry. I'm repeating again, ma. Which point is the point clear na, sir? Which is eliminated, sir? What is the order of the matrix, sir? 2 by 3. If in that case, if the order of the matrix is 2 by 2, then you can apply saddle point. If saddle point, what is the logic there, ma? Mini max is equal to maximin. Answer done. If it is not equal, go with the odds method. Sir, how to do odds method, sir? Difference between these two values, if they are left only these 4 values, difference between these values written here. Difference values here and here, here. That is, then we can calculate probability, we can multiply and we can get the value of game. But here it is 2 by 3 or 2 by 2. So convert into 2 by 2. So eliminate which part? Column is extra, na? So we have to eliminate the column part. For the elimination of column, we are having 3 comparisons. What are those, ma? B1, B2, B1, B3, B2 and B3. Okay. Sir, if you are comparing, there can be scenarios to eliminate any 2 columns. Then you can eliminate any 2 columns. Anyone, your wish. Sir, while if you are making comparison for a scenario, elimination in first case I got B1. In second case I got B3. So you can eliminate anyone. No issues that point. Okay, remember that point, ma? So if you are getting more rows or more columns, you can eliminate anyone as per your wish. Okay. Next, sir, is this point clear now? We compared and we eliminated. What are the elements left over, ma? 5, 4, 5, 5. What is the order of the matrix, sir? 2 by 2. Then first step. What is the first step, ma? Apply saddle point. Sir, can you tell regarding the saddle point, ma? First 5, 4. What is that, ma? 4 is the least. Or should we take difference? Difference is which method? Odds method. Next, sir, next 5. 5 and 5 as it is equal, we got 5. Next here, highest 5, highest 5. Of these, what you have to take in, ma? 5. Of this, what you have taken, ma? Least or same number 5. As mini max is equal to maximin, it is saddle point and we reached the optimum. And we did not find the odds method and all. If not equal, only then go with the odds method. Okay, so then you can write the strategy point now. Sir, for example, in this case, what is the least number, ma? 4. In this, what is the highest number, ma? 5. Okay, in this case, what is the highest number, sir? In this case, 5. Okay, of these numbers, what is the highest number, ma? 5. Of these numbers, what is the least, ma? 5. But sir, 5 is repeating in 3 points, na sir? 3 points. What are those 3 points, ma? A2, B2, A3, B2, A3, B3. So at this point, there are multiple scenarios, multiple strategies. For a player A, he has either he can choose A2 or A3. Okay. And for a player B, he can choose B2 or P3. No issues. You can write with cell address also. So there can be scenarios where there can get more areas, that points and all. Is it clear, ma? If it is clear, so now, can you tell this sentence, ma? First point. What is gainer's view? Who is gainer, ma? Maximizing player always wants to gain. What is strategy? A strategy gives more gain than another strategy. For all strategies of loser, that strategy dominates, and second one is kept aside. When I'm comparing rows, if I'm getting more values in one part when compared to other one, the highest values part will be kept by me, other part will be cancelled. What about loser point of view, ma? That is columns. He will compare 2 columns. When there is highest one, that is risky for him, na? He will eliminate that part. Either it can be more or equal. Sir, till here, whatever done is all the parts which are important. Done till here, na? Sir, if done till here, what is the time as of now? 4:17. Okay. Sir, we are also having next session at 6. Na? Okay. So till 5:30 we can take, no issues, na? Sir, any break required? 5 minutes if needed. Sir, it is very easy for you, na, ma? Not going into the brain or going out of the brain. So take break, ma. 5 minutes what I am giving, but within the reasonable time limit you come back again and we can start. Okay. Sir, regarding this aspects, are you okay with the odds method? Sir, first saddle point clear, na? Sir, how to identify saddle point? Is it clear, ma? Sir, I will give break, but with some energy. If you are giving more and all, I will give more time break. Okay. Okay. Sir, if it is yes and all, elimination and all, if it is not possible, there is something called rule number 3. Okay, average. Okay, in that part there is rule 3. Okay, whatever answer you are giving, fine. Sir, rules and all I will explain next, because basic idea I gave to you how to go with the process. Once we are not in a position to eliminate, we calculate averages of any two rows when we compare a row. Okay, row elements when they are compared and all, we take the comparison. Whichever is symbol is satisfying there, what I will explain next. We take key point. What is the key point, ma? Average. Remember that part. When there is no chance for elimination, we go for which aspect, ma? Average. That is described in a rule number 3. Okay. For example, for indirect tax and for direct tax, we'll be having rules, na? The similar way for us also, they drafted some sort of rules. Okay, sir, with energy, I will solve that part. If you're having doubt that area, I'll definitely go with that part. Next session. Whatever after break we start now, that aspect is also covered there. And next, even the same policy, ma, if you are not in a position to eliminate rows, basically, because one number is higher here, one number is higher there. Okay, all scenarios same. Then you go with the row average. If in the columns also, same scenario, columns average part. That I'll explain. Now, I want everyone, online and offline guys, to have a quick revision. Okay, revision plays crucial role. Shall we? Sir, in the odds, first game and all given, what is your side? Losers or winners? Winner side. So if you are winning and all, what is your motive? Maximizing. Okay. So in the case of maximizing player, always he will be having a thought to get more score. But when we are going with a pure strategy, you knew what action will be taken by the other player. So in worst case, what is the minimum gain you can get in every alternative rows? That is nothing but simply in all the rows of your plans, you take a minimum value. What about columns, ma? Who is that player? He is our competitor, na? He is our competitor. If you are winning, automatically we lose. In the loss also, definitely loss you will take max. What is the maximum possible loss? You will select that number. Maximum number in each column. These are selected. Sir, in the case of row, what we selected, ma? Minimum values. From those minimum values, I have to take maximum value. That is known as maximin. Clear with that point? Now, sir, in the columns, I have taken maximum value. Okay. From those maximum values, what I should take, sir? Minimum value. That is known as mini-max. Okay. If maxi-min and mini-max are equal, that is optimum strategy and saddle point. Done with the answer. Whatever the common point you are having, that will be the value of a game. No need with the probability, no need with the mixed strategy at all. But however, if it is not equal, which will be coming into picture, ma? Mixed strategies. So in the mixed strategies, how many things? 3. What else 3, ma? Odds method, rule of dominance, graphical. Sir, for odds method, basic rule what, ma? 2 by 2 matrix. If there is no 2 by 2 matrix and all, we cannot apply odds method. Basically. And what is the other name for odds method, ma? Arithmetic method. Okay, next, sir. What is next point, sir? Rule of dominance. Sir, in the rule of dominance, basically, if you are a maximizing player, what is your main motive? To get more return or more profit. If some option or some alternative is giving minimum values in all the cases or equal values, some scenario, then we eliminate that row. That is elimination rule in the case of rule of dominance. And what about columns, ma? Sir, columns, who is the other player? That is losing player or a minimizing player. Sir, he wants to reduce the loss. Sir, he will identify a column with the highest. He will eliminate that. Okay. Once elimination is done, first basically go with order. If you are going the order, it will be more effective. You can go with any order. Sir, first I will go with columns, your wish. Sir, no, sir, I will go with rows. It is your wish. But go with the proper order. As usual, when we are comparing and all, go with the rows first, next columns. Okay. If I am not in a position to find any element in row, basically, then go with one's columns. If you are in a position to find, cancel that. Again, if the point is not 2 by 2, go with the rows. In that order, if you are doing and all, your main motive will be done. Okay. Sir, once I am going with the rule number 1. What is the rule number 1, ma? Row point. That's all. Rule number 1 is nothing but regarding rows. Sir, in the case of rows, if I eliminate, see the matrix order. Is it 2 by 2 or not? If it is not 2 by 2, that is something like 2 by 3, then we go with again columns. That is rule number 2. Column checking and all, whatever we are doing, that is rule number 2. Sir, if for first elimination itself, the matrix is 2 by 2, what I should do, sir? I should go with a saddle point. If saddle point is satisfied, my answer is done. If saddle point is not satisfied, I have to go with the oddsman. Okay, this is the point which we discussed till now. Is it okay, ma? So everyone, if you are having any issues, then ask after class. If you are having entire issue after class, small issues in the class. And one more humble request, who are new to this class, go with the session number 11. My kind request. Why? Because I explained that one in a detailed way. Okay, so take break, reasonable break, so that your mind is into again with some energy. Okay, break in the sense, my humble request. Okay, fully AC air condition is non position. Take at least 5 to 6 minutes power nap. Basically, okay, even while you're preparing also, if you're taking 1 hour studies, 5 to 10 minutes power nap is good. Sir, half an hour, it's a worst scenario. Okay, that is a deep sleep. 5 minutes or 6 minutes if you're taking break and all, it will recharge you. Okay, with the same things, I got a rank. So definitely I want the same scenario. At least if you're writing one group for 400, the target should be something. What is the target? 400 out of 400. Keep it the target, ma. If ICMA and all, or even Modi sir will tax more from you, if you're targeting more, no, na? So target more. Somehow you'll get 390. And your photo will be fixed there. In some ICMA Bhavan. Okay, some different student wrote single group, he got 390. Okay, and you will be also YouTube star. Once then, if you are telling something, sir, after each exam, I ate grass. Okay, that will be followed by everyone. Or else, after each exam, I went to a movie. Even though you have not done, if you are telling that. Okay, after each exam, I have done this puja. Done. Okay, so always have a break. Reasonable break. Okay, take break, ma. Will be done soon. Sir, shall we? So everyone done with the nap or chit chat or updates of statuses of WhatsApp or anything else or any selfies? Sir, we are done with the dominance part, whatever we have gone through in a theory format. Okay, in your book and all, basically you are having some rules. Open those rules, ma. What is the heading there? There is a correction. It is deleting. Okay, rules for deleting the ineffective rows and the columns. Under the rule of dominance, same. It is also same. Detecting on deleting one and the meaning, identifying, and after that we are deleting. That's a part. Shall we, ma? Sir, what is the first rule? Can you see, ma? If all the elements of a row less than or equal to another row elements, then maximizing player will never choose the row. Whatever we done earlier is in the form of sentence. Okay, right there, ma. If the whatever points here, if they are missing there, you write eliminate the least one. Eliminate the least one. Eliminate the least one. Sir, for our convenience, we are comparing what are the row numbers there, ma? Row 1 compared with row 2. Okay, or A1 compared with A2. In that case, if it is less than or equal to all the elements, then we are eliminating which one, ma? R1 is eliminated. Okay, so this is just for theory sake. Whatever you done earlier, that is sufficient. But these key points are very, very important now. So less than or equal to is important. It can be less than, or sometimes one element can be equal to also. That is rule number 1. So rule number 1 is regarding rows or columns, ma? It is regarding rows. Sir, it is your wish. You can follow row 1 first or rule 2 and all. That is up to you. Rule 1 first, second rule 2, and last, if these two are not possible, we go with the rule number 3. So it is your wish. We can go with the column wise first or next row wise, or first row wise, next column wise. So, but if you are going with the pattern, then it will be more effective. Sir, but however, while I'm comparing all the rows, nothing is being cancelled. Then for the time being, leave the rows part and go with the columns part. Okay. There itself, there can be chance for either cancellation of any column. Once the columns are done, if the matrix is 2 by 2, fine. If not, again cancel the row part. Somehow you repeat the process so that the order should be finally 2 by 2. Am I clear with that one, ma? If I am clear, what is the rule number 2, sir? If all the elements of a column are greater than or equal to another column elements, then minimizing player will never choose the column. Sir, what is the example, ma? When you are comparing, you are having highest elements in one column. That is not good for us. So we eliminate that one. What is the symbol there, buddies? C1 if it is greater than or equal to C2. Greater than or equal to, then eliminate C1. Okay. So what is the word there? Greater than or equal to. If these two rules are clear, ma, whatever we had done earlier, it is mentioned in the form of sentences. That is rule 1 and rule 2. Any doubt in the rules, ma? Okay. You need not by heart them. Whatever process you are doing earlier, it is converted into form of sentences. Okay. If these 2 points are clear, there is rule number 3. It is the important part. Read the rule number 3 once more, and this is important for the guys. For Lakshman has a doubt regarding that part. So regarding him, this aspect. Okay. What is the rule number 3, ma? A row is inferior to average of 2 or more other rows. Okay. The rule number 3 is not there in your book. Not there in your book. Okay, add that ma. Wherever there is some space, you can write there. Okay. A row is inferior to average of two or more other rows. A row is inferior to average of two or more other rows. In this case, what are the other rows, ma? They are dominating one. Okay. Sir, is this clear, ma? Sir, the sentence is clear, na? I will explain that one. The sentence is clear. Whatever sentence you are there, write the point, ma. What is the sentence once more? Can you repeat, ma? A row is inferior to average of two or more other rows. The other rows are what, ma? Dominating. So automatically inferior row should be cancelled. Okay, that is one point. R stands for row, C stands for columns. So this is a sub rule A. In the third rule, the sub rule is A, ma. Okay, regarding row parts. Okay, if it is clear, there is some other rule regarding columns. A column is superior to average of two or more other columns. The other rows are dominating rows. Sir, negative, I am talking regarding negative, na? Negative, loss. And I am talking regarding loss and all. Basically, other two are, even though negative values, they are good for me. For that reason, I am eliminating the C1. Is it done, ma? If a column is superior to average of two or more other columns, okay, sorry. Thank you, buddies. Next, dominating column. Done with this part, ma? Sir, no more ego issues and all. If there are some sort of issues there, as you are clear with the first point, you can correct me. Okay? Because while drafting, as I'm cut, copy, paste, I'm doing with the first sentence, sometimes I'm not altering the other areas. Okay? Sir, is this part clear, ma? Clear, if it is clear, perfect and all. Sir, totally how many rules, ma? These are, you can take it as separate or you can take as sub rules of rule 3 itself, because it is not like any income tax rules and all. Rule number 1, 2, 3 and all not required for our knowledge. Okay. So what is the first rule, ma? Regarding row parts. So row parts are compared and I am a maximizing player. What is my main motive, ma? Eliminate the least row. Okay, sometimes there can be equal numbers also. Not all are equal, some numbers can be equal. Okay, what about rule number 2, sir? We are going with a column comparison. In the case of columns, highest column is eliminated. Okay. And what about rule number 3, ma? When rule number 1 and 2 are failing. When they are failing, we are going with a rule number 3. There we go with average. Okay, average calculation is done. So basically when we compare, okay, main motive is to reduce the matrix into 2 by 2 now. For that sake, we have to cancel some row. Okay, we take the average of other two rows. Any other two rows average is taken compared with one single row which is present there. That if I discuss with example, it will be more convenient. Shall we? That is also done. Okay. Sir, take down this example, ma. Sir, whenever we are doing illustrations, do parallelly along with me. That will be more effective. Sir, even the guys who are offline and online, do the question parallelly. Sir, in the case of first, what is the first rule to be followed, ma'am? Sir, your wish. If specific point is not mentioned regarding dominance and all, you can go with that part. If not possible, then as it is risky and all, in the question itself they'll give information. And but this question, as we are discussing which concept, ma? Dominance rule, I'm going to dominance process. Okay. Sir, now what is the comparison options we are having, ma? A1, A2, A1, A3, A2, A3. Sir, when I'm comparing rows, which part should be eliminated, sir? Least row should be eliminated. Sir, compare the rows, ma, A1 and A2. If I compare A1 and A2, where is the highest number, ma? A2, tick mark given there, basically. Now, if I compare 5 and 6, where is the highest, sir? Finally, fine. Okay. Next, last scenario. Tick mark in A2 or A1? A1. So, failed. There, the point failed because I need all the highest elements in one. Okay, when I'm comparing. So, automatically, other one will be least, na? So, I can eliminate that one. Is it done here, ma? Not at all done. It failed. As the first condition failed, I am going with the second one. What is the second one, sir? A1 and A3. Sir, when I am comparing A1 and A3, which is highest? 5 in A3 is highest. So I am going with tick mark. When I am comparing 5 and 8, which is the highest, ma? Again, tick mark. Sir, in this case, both are equal now. So if they are equal, I can give the tick mark both the areas. Finally, is there an area which is having all the highest numbers? A3 has all the highest numbers. When A3 has all the highest, what about A1, ma? It has least values. So automatically, which part can be eliminated, sir? A1 can be eliminated. So once the elimination part is done, okay. Now, what is the order of the matrix? What is the order of the matrix, ma? 2 by 3. If it is 2 by 3, any issues? I cannot go with the odds method, no? So if I want to go with the odds method and all, what I should do, sir? Column should be reduced to 2 so that it will be 2 by 2. Now, what are the options for comparison in the case of columns, ma? Can you tell the options? B1, B2, B1, B3 and B2, B3. Sir, I am comparing B1 and B2. Sir, here, highest or least? Which should be eliminated? Which should be eliminated, ma? Highest one should be eliminated. So, I am comparing B1 and B2. Sir, when I am comparing B1 and B2, where is the highest number? 8. Okay. So, 8 I am having. So, it is fine with this. I am giving tick mark the least one. And if I compare next, where is the least one, ma? Sir, it is going with the reverse order, not required. Because all the tick marks should be in the same column. So, first condition failed. Now, compare the second condition, ma. What is second condition, sir? B1 and B3. So, if I am comparing both B1 and B3, what is scenario? What is scenario, ma? Which is the highest? 8 is highest. So, automatically good for me. Okay, if I go with the A3, what is scenario? 5. Where is the 5 there, ma? Alternatively, it is there. The tick marks are not there in the same point. So, it is also no use for me. As it is no use, even the second condition, second point comparison failed. What about third comparison, ma? I am comparing only these two values. When I am comparing these two values, where is the highest, sir? So I am happy. Okay, fine. Superb. Next, what about next scenario, sir? 8 and 6, if I compare, which is the highest number? If I compare these two values, which is the highest, ma? 8 is the highest. So B3 has the least value. When B3 has least value, tick marks. Same, ma? When they are same, I'm selecting least number, I'm happy. So which one can be eliminated? B2 can be eliminated. Am I clear with that one, ma? Columns, highest part should be eliminated. Rows, least part should be eliminated. If it is clear, for eliminating purpose. Now, what is the order of the matrix, ma? 2 by 2. As order of the matrix is 2 by 2 and all, we reached the point. So now first basic point. See the points which we explained there. These points are there. Clear, na? First A1 strategy got eliminated. Next what, ma? We are eliminating B2 strategy. Once B2 strategy is done, so whatever sentence I have given there, we should write. Okay. So regarding first, A has a maximum objective and strategy A1 is less than or equal to the benefit than A3. So eliminate A1. You can write it by your own words. Whatever you've done, you can write by own words. Okay. What are the benefits we are getting from A1 strategy when compared to A3 or less? So I am eliminating A1. You can write by own, no issues. Okay. And if that part is done, write the sentence also, ma. Sir, when you are comparing part A and part B, what is the score from part B, ma? Approx 52 plus marks. Okay. And time taken to prepare part B, is it more or less? Very less. Once you are having the clarity, then the time taken will be very less. I does not mean that part A is risky. Part A is also fine. But when you are having less time for preparation, that is 1.5 days, okay, spend only half day for entire part B preparation plus revision. Plus revision, I'm telling again, main preparation plus revision. Okay, for part B. If you are done with that part, how many marks are in your hands, ma? 50 plus approximate. Okay, and clearly you can see that 3 questions straight away from part B. Okay, so if you are planning for perfection in part B, then you are having 50 marks in your hands. Okay, so automatically even part A is easy, but the way you are preparing is more important. And one more point outside the subject, my humble request, stay in exam for how many hours? Even if the guy is asking us to get out, stay there with peace of mind. Okay, unless he's coming to you and taking the paper, dragging the paper from you and asking you to get out, then you leave the premises. Okay, because miracles may happen in any moment. Okay, your mind until then it is in a flight mode. Okay, unfortunately it came into a mode where all the faculties chips are in your brain. Okay, so while you're opening and they are writing like this, that may happen. Okay, so automatically you are like good for you now. So main habit, strategy, whatever be the exam, even if you are not knowing, sit for 3 hours. Definitely miracles may happen. Humble request. Okay, sir, till here done na? Sir, this sentence is clear na? The sentence is clear. When we are comparing, that comparison and all you need not write. Okay, you write the last sentence. What is the last sentence here, sir? B has a minimizing objective and strategy B2 is greater or equal benefit than B3. So eliminate B2 altogether. Online buddies there and all, if you are writing, it will be more effective. And daily, everyone is revising now. The more number of times you are revising, the more score you will get for sure. More times revision is good for health. My humble request before main exam, if you are having at least 5 set of revisions. How many ma? 5 set of revisions. Even God plans for your failure, he will fail. Even if God is planning for your failure, he will fail. Okay, but he will be happy. Okay, and you also will be happy. How many times revision ma? So is it possible, sir? Daily you revise once ma. Okay, and cumulatively you revise. For example, day 1, what is this today's day ma? Day Monday. Okay, Monday session. You spend at least 15 to 20 minutes. When the topic is more, spend some time. On the Tuesday, revise Monday's topic and Tuesday's topic. On a Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. On a Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, same routine. On Saturday, routine. And on Sunday, if there is exam, okay, just have a quick recall. Sir, I'm not like a BCom buddies. Just before the exam, starting everything and writing chitties. Okay, I'm very good person. So as I'm good person, I'm preparing this strategy. And even I follow the same strategy. Okay, if you are following, it is good for you. Burden will be less. Once burden is less and all, our mind will be cool. Okay, so this by the following this and all, you can at least revise 20 to 30 times, not 5 times. By following this strategy, you can go with a 20 to 30 times. So even if you are planning to leave entire subject, the mind will not leave it. Okay, so even in sleeping also, row operation, column operation, okay, LPP, objective, Z maximization, these things may happen. And then non-negative factors and all. So revise like a crack, stream crack until exams. After that exams, you should be in a position that you should not see the paper until the last exam is done. Even then also, if you are seeing no issues, after that go for a trip with a peace of mind. Okay, where you want to search yourself, because that is a time of balance scorecard. I said no, at least spend on yourself, provided you work hard now. Sir, now I am enjoying. There also I am enjoying. So come again and again. Okay. So shall we? Sir, this part is done now. Once this part is done, what is the matrix, sir? 2 by 2. Once 2 by 2 matrix and all, what is the process, sir? First, which point? Saddle point. Sir, saddle point, can you tell me points? What is the process, sir? Sir, of these two numbers, minimum number, that is 5. And here it is row minimum. Here it is column maximum. And other number is also 5. And in the case of columns, number is 8 and 6. Okay. What is the maximum number of these two values, ma? What is this known as, ma? Maxi min. Sir, what is the least number of this case, sir? And what is this known as, sir? Minimax. Sir, is minimax is equal to maxi min, ma? As it is not equal, there is no saddle point. So which method should be applied, sir? Odds method should be applied. You try by yourself. Do not copy from the book and do not see the answer from the book. So it will be one practice. Write the conclusion there as minimax not equal to maximin. There is no saddle point and we have to apply mixed strategies. We have to apply odds method. Sir, odds method is known to you now? Is it required to do, ma? If you want, you can do. No, it is not required. Leave half page. Just half page. Because we are going with a short of time. We are running short of time. Odds method clear now? Sir, how to do odds method, sir? Difference between first row is written on a second row, and second row difference in a first row, and calculating the probabilities and calculating the value. Okay. Is it clear? If it is clear, take down the illustration number 2. Mark it as most important illustration. And whoever has doubt or regarding rule 3, it will be cleared in this area. Mark it as most important. And with copying the point, my humble request, if you are doing odds method and all, do fast. Okay, or else keep it aside, because if you are doing odds method and all, this is important now, that will be not at all good for us. Okay. Sir, can you tell the order of the matrix in this case, 2 by 3. Okay, we can straight away go with saddle point, no issue at all. Okay, but however, we are learning which concept, dominance rule. If you are clear with the dominance rule and all, it will be easy for you. So in this case, I'm having some sort of comparison. First, it is 2 by 3 matrix. Which part should be eliminated, Column part should be eliminated. So make the comparisons. That is, the comparisons can be B1, B2, B1, B3, B2, B3. So can you tell the which column part can be cancelled? Which column part can be cancelled? B1. Okay. Which comparison? First comparison itself. B1, B2 comparison. So in B1, B2 comparison, if you compare, what is the first highest there, Highest part should be eliminated, So least. I'm happy with the least value. So I tick there. Now if you compare 3 and 1, okay, where is the highest, 3. So I need least value, I'm ticking there. So tick marks in the same column or different columns? Different columns. No use. Okay. First comparison failed. Sir, is it clear with the first comparison? What are we comparing? B1 and B2. When you are comparing in B1 and B2 columns, normally what is our main target? Eliminate the highest column. Okay. Sir, if you compare these two columns, where is the highest value, Here it is there. Okay. And if you compare these two values, where is the highest, It is in B1. Can I eliminate in diagonal manner? That is not appropriate. It should be in the same column. So as it is failed, I'm cancelling it. Now, which is the comparison, B1, B3. So if I'm comparing B1, B3, of these, which is the highest number, sir? 4, it is in B1. Sir, if I compare next B1 and B3, where is the highest, sir? B3. Sir, again, in the same column? No. Highest numbers or least number should be in the same column. But it is not meeting now. So automatically I am cancelling that. Now which comparison, sir? B2. Sir, when I am going with the comparison of B2 and B3, where is the highest number, sir? B2. So I am marking there. And in the case of next comparison, it is in B3. Again, no use. So this is the point where we are in trouble. Shall we? Is the scenario copied by everyone, Once you are copying, sir, can you tell how many columns are there, 3 columns. B1, B2, B3. Sir, which one should be eliminated, Highest one. So I am taking the symbol greater than or equal to. Sir, when I am taking here B1, what are the other columns, B2 plus B3 by 2. Because there are 2 columns. If there are 3, by 3. Okay. Now here B1 plus B3 by 2. Here B1 plus B2 by 2. So can you tell the values of the other thing, these 2 combinations by average? What is the value? Sir, whatever formula I have done, go one by one, not all the things. Go with the first test. It is separate test. Okay. Sir, if you go, it's the first test. Sir, for your understanding, I'll eliminate this one. Then you will be feeling happy. More effective. Sir, which column compared with other two columns, ma? B1 compared with B2 and B3. Sir, B1, what is the value, ma? First value? 4. Sir, what is this sum by 2, ma? 5 plus 1 by 2. What is the value there? 3. Is the symbol satisfied? Greater than or equal to, na? Okay. What about next one, ma? 3. Greater than or equal to 1 plus 4 by 2. What is the value, sir? 2.5. Is the symbol satisfied, ma? So as the rule is satisfied, I can eliminate B1. Am I clear with this scenario, sir? When are we applying rule 3? I am repeating again, ma. Whoever has doubt regarding this aspect, listen carefully. Shall we? Okay, most important area. So I am going with a slow phase. Sir, here what is the order of the matrix, sir? 2 by 3. Which should be eliminated, ma? Column. But if I am going with rule 2, for elimination of rule columns, which rule should be followed, ma? Rule 2. I am comparing all the rule 2 points, but they are not meeting any point there. Common area not met. Now I am going with the rule 3, that to part B. That is columns. Sir, the formula is that B1, if it is greater than or equal to B2 plus B3 by 2. Okay, I will compare with the columns. First one. If this is not satisfied, I will go with the next formula. What is next one, ma? B2 compared with B1 plus B3 by 2. By our luck, it's satisfied in the first case. Sorry, I am also getting other scenario. Then you are having more options to cancel. No issues. Okay, anyone you can cancel. Am I clear with that point now? If I am clear with that point, sir, the 4 is compared with which number, ma? 5 plus 1 by 2. What is the value of this, ma? 3. Is the 3 less than or equal to 4, ma? As it is less. 3 less than or equal to 4 or 4 greater than or equal to 3 is one and the same. So as it is satisfying that condition, first one satisfied. I am comparing 3. 3, 1 plus 4 by 2. What is the value there, ma? 2.5. Is 3 greater than or equal to 2.5, ma? Yes. So automatically I can eliminate B1. Once I am eliminating B1, now my matrix, that is 2 by 3, is converted into 2 by 2. Okay. Clear or not clear, buddies? This is something different. So I am giving time. You take to the mind. Okay. Once you do by yourself, okay, then we shall do with the problems. If you are having any issue, the video is available in the channel. Okay, for the time being, not all the videos, ma. In the future, they will not be available. Whatever videos, okay, be careful with that point, and now only observe the class keenly. And if you are having doubt, some guys who are having doubt in the online and all, they are posting through comments. And the guys who are offline, if you are having doubts and all, okay, you can ask now, or else you can have clear-cut access outside the class. Okay, is this part clear, ma? Once it is clear and all, is it required to do the other process, sir? What is the other process? First process, ma? Go. What is the order of the matrix, sir? 2 by 2. Sir, now when it is 2 by 2 and all, write it properly, ma. That is, sir, eliminate this one. So, let us switch now. Once elimination is done, present properly like this. What is heading there, ma? Resultant matrix. Same way in the case of assignment also, whatever we are obtaining, the row operation end, that is nothing but resultant matrix. Here also same. Whatever cancel we are not taking and balance we are writing. Now first what, ma? Saddle point. When we are applying saddle point, what is it, sir? Saddle point. 5 minus 1, 4 is to be written in the row number 2. That is regarding odds method. This is regarding what, ma? Saddle point. What, sir? Least value. And least value. And here what is the highest value, ma? 5. And other value 4. But is the mini max equal to maximin? So automatically odds method. So clear with that process now? If you are okay with the odds method and all, basically it will be most effective. Little point if not odds method. Sir, question number 3. Open the question number 3 in your book, ma. Sir, we are done with the basic process, basically in the first point. Now I want you to do the rule of dominance for this problem. Sir, if I'm going faster, you can inform me. I feel that I'm going slower. Okay. Take the roll. Question number 3, ma. Sir, we are done with the question number 3 in the basic process. But he specifically mentioned what, ma? Dominance rule. Okay. So whenever a dominance rule is given, and if not, letters are not mentioned, this first part is most important. How many players are there, ma? 2 players. Who are those 2 players, sir? A and B. And who is A, ma? Maximizing player. What are the options he's having, ma? A1, A2, A3. And for B, minimizing player, B1, B2, and B3 are strategies. That point is must and should. If you are leaving that point, it's really risky. Because it is for if an exam, if you are getting for 7 marks, you will do this problem within 2 minutes. But the sentences which you need to write are important. Okay? Sir, once if you are done with the copying of the question, so can one by one, if you are having clarity, tell the points which we need to do, ma? He is asking straight away regarding dominance rules, sir. So do not apply saddle point straight away. Okay? Humble request to convert into 2 by 2. Sir, first, what is the rule number 1, ma? Regarding rows. When we are going with rows, what are the rows here? A1, A2, A3. What is the comparison to be made? A1, A2, A1, A3, A2, A3. So by comparing, can you tell the point there? I am comparing A1 and A2. Their comparison. While I am comparing these two, you consider only those 2 things. What should be eliminated, ma? Least should be eliminated. Sir, 15 or 6, what is the least, ma? 6 is the least. Next case, 2 or 5, what is the least, ma? 2, quite opposite. Markings are indifferent. So automatically selection waste. Sir, next, what is next selection, sir? Sir, why waste? Is it clear, ma? I'm repeating that point again. Why waste and all? Sir, A1 and A2 are compared. While comparing A1 and A2, sir, here, when we are going with rows, what is important, ma? Least row should be eliminated. Okay? Least element should be in the same row. Sir, if I compare A1 and A2, what is the least number there, ma? 6. It is in 1 row. For me, what is important? 15 is important. So if you want to give tick mark there also, it is no issue. Next, sir, in the case of next comparison, 2, 5, which is highest, ma? 5 is highest. Okay? But it is having ticks in different, na? When they are having different rows, it's of no use. Okay? So which is the next comparison to be made, sir? A1 and A3. When I am comparing A1 and A3, in those 2 cases, 15 or minus 7, which is the highest number, ma? 15. I need 15. I'm happy. So what is the least number there? Minus 7. I'm having a mark there. Next, if I compare 2 and 4, okay, which is the least number? 2. Okay, it is in which number, ma? A1. So tick mark A1. Quite opposite again, flop. When it is flop again, I need not go with again other comparison. Go with the next one, what, ma? A2 and A3. If I compare A2 and A3, sir, what is, I am the player on maximizing. When I am in maximizing, I don't want which option? Least values row, I don't want it. So can you identify A2 and A3, which is the least row, ma? A3. Why A3, sir? First, if I compare 6 and minus 7, which is the least, ma? Minus 7 is the least. So I marked it. Okay. And now 5 and 4, what is the least number, ma? 4 is the least. I marked it, sir. And 7 and 0, which is the least, sir? 0. Sir, all the least elements are in a 1 row. So I can skip that part because it is not at all I am interested in that part. So I am eliminating that one. When I am eliminating, you can cancel with a pencil. Okay? For your sake, you can cancel. Once it is done, now what is the order of the matrix, sir? 2 by 3. Sir, is it 2 by 3 required for me? What is required? 2 by 2. When it is 2 by 2 required, which part should be cancelled? column part should be cancelled. For column cancellation, what is the comparison options, ma? B1, B2 and B1, B3 and B2, B3. Sir, first compare. And here, what I am the point of me? Minimizing player. When I am minimizing player, which part I will eliminate? Maximum values column will be eliminated. Sir, if you compare B1 and B2, which is the maximum value? Maximum value. And 6 and 5, which is highest, ma? Sir, same things are in same part. Either I can eliminate this. Okay. Sir, for the time being, I am eliminating B1. Sir, let us go with other option also, B1 and B3. If I compare B1 and B3 again, okay. So if I compare B1 and B3, what is the highest number there? In B1, first comparison. But what about second comparison, ma? So it is there, failed. As it is failed there, not required. What about B2 and B3? If I compare B2 and B3, okay, are you going parallelly, ma? Or else I am running and you are walking. Okay, if you are running, I am walking, no issue. But if I am running and if you are walking, it's risky. Sir, now we are going with comparison, ma? B2 and B3. Okay, if you are comparing B2 and B3, in this case, sir, what is the important aspect? Eliminate which one? Highest one. Sir, where is the highest in these two values? B3, I marked it, sir. Sir, do not mark in the exam. Just keep a dot with pencil. Okay, and now when I compare 5 and 7, where is the highest, sir? Okay, sir, now I got two scenarios. Here 1, there 3. Your wish. You will get the same answer for sure. So your wish, whichever you want, you can cancel. Okay, for common answer, so that we can compare the steps. Answer will be same, no issue at all. So I am eliminating B1. Shall we? Sir, I am eliminating which one, ma? B1. Sir, now once B1 is eliminated, what are the matrix, order of the matrix? 2 by 2. Automatically we can start our process. What is our process, ma? First one is saddle point. Sir, basically if you are writing it legibly and all, it will be more effective. Okay, so here two options. If I cancel that one, that is one option. If I cancel this one, these are options. Two options are given there. Okay, sir, if I cancel B1, what is the option I am having, ma? B2, B3 are left over. If I cancel B3, only B1 and B2 are left over. So we are following with B1 now. For that sake, I am doing this one for our convenience. Sir, what is the first point, sir? First point, saddle point. In the case of saddle point, what is the point there, sir? Row minimum. Can you tell the minimum value there, ma? 2. In the case of second one, 5. But in the case of columns, 5. And here it is 7. Sir, of these two values, what is the highest value, sir? 5. Of these two values, what is the highest value, least value, sir? 5. What is this known as, sir? Maxi min. Okay. And what is this known as, sir? Mini max. Is these two values equal? As they are equal, we reach to the saddle point. Okay. And what is the strategy is important. Mark the strategy. For player A, what is the strategy, ma? A2. For player B, B2. That is the point. Mark that one. If you go with this also, I am explaining the other option also for your convenience. Okay. The result done by everyone, ma? Done by everyone? If done, answer is 5. Okay. Sir, I cancelled which one, ma? In the case of second option, I cancelled B3. If I cancel B3, can you tell the difference there? Difference. It's a saddle point. So what is the value, ma? 2. And in the second case, 5. In the first case, 15. In the second case, 5. Highest value, 5. Highest value, so least value, 5. What is this value known as, sir? Maxi min. And what is this value known as, sir? Mini max. Equal, but there is a saddle point. Need not go with the odds method. Am I clear, my dear buddies? If I am clear with this aspect. Okay. I am cancelling this and all. Sorry. Sir, one more request, my humble request. Sir, I am not having thought to ask doubts in the class. If a student is having that feeling, I will wait outside. You can ask whatever doubt you want. Okay? There is no issues at all. If you are ready to listen, I am ready to revise n number of times. Okay, is this point clear, ma? If this point is clear, you are done with the answer basically. So go with question number 8. Question number 8. So next session, it is 6 to our wish. Normally our wish in sense, I also wish what you wish, ma. Okay. Sir, maximum I will try to give entire part now itself, so that we are left with only graphical method. Graphical method maximum 1 hour, or at least 15 to 15 minutes. So some tomorrow in the, if the sessions are in different point, first session whatever be the point will be done. And next, what is the next topic in the index, ma? Stimulation is different, simulation is different. What is that, ma? Simulation or simulation, your wish. Okay, what does simulation mean? If you are having an issue with the pronunciation, simulation. Okay. Okay, sir, one more point, ma. How many are not, how many are good at simulation? Sir, how many are only good at simulation? Sir, I am fine, sir. I am the master of simulation. So I have done that part and all basically. At least I am done at inter level, sir. I have an idea. No idea is very good for me because I have to tell that part. Okay. So, and online guys who are good with simulation, okay, they can text me. But somehow, however, the most important aspect is that I will not skip those points. Okay. The next part basically simulation. I will work less, you work more. Basically, if I am teaching entire problems of simulation here, so we are planning for a which attempt, ma? June 2026. Okay, that is a risk. As there is a risk and all. Okay, shall we? Done with the question? Sir, is the question clear? Sir, in the book, in the even the question book, if you are going with question number 8, okay, if you are going with question number 8, what is the point he mentioned, ma? Straight away, reduce the following game by dominance rules and solve it. Solve it is nothing but find the value. Okay, sir, straight away gave the answer for us. That and all not required. Sir, basic things. What we should do, sir? Sir, straight away asked for dominance rule, na? Do not go with saddle point. Sir, anyway, saddle point I can do for everything, na? But he specifically mentioned what, ma? Dominance rule. Then go with that part. Okay. And also one more main motive in the, if the examiner is giving more matrix, then he is straight away asking you to indirectly do with the dominance rule. Okay. Sir, here, if anyone is ready with the race, they can start the race and they can do the race. Or else you can tell me, you can guide me. As I am not having good knowledge of game theory, I want answers from you. Sir, what is the first step, sir? What is the order of the matrix, ma? 4 by 5. So identify that point. 4 by 5. Okay, I have to reduce 4 to 2 and even 5 to 2. Okay, so now what is the first rule, ma? First rule we are having rule comparison. First one regarding rows. Sir, how many rows are there? Before starting this, is the question given minimizing player, maximizing player? Given in the question? Given, ma? Given? Given. Okay, but you give an hint. So all the PQRST strategies are for player B. And 1, 2, 3, 4 are strategies for player A. That you write. That will be more effective. Let us assume that strategy 1, 2, 3, 4 are for player A. Done with this part, ma? Then, sir, if you are absent in the morning session or first session, some risk will be that there will be some sort of differences between my answers and your answers. Basically, that you may be feeling that what is this and all. But once you are attending the class from the first session, 11, 12, okay, before 12 part is done now. So if you are going with the flow and all, then you will be safe. Okay, what is the time as of now, buddies? 2 minutes are there now. We should not waste time because it's your time. For me, already 3 words are there. Okay, CMA, Subhash, and I don't want your career to be wasted there. Okay, as fast as possible. What is the first one? My assumption, maximizing player, and B is a minimizing player. Let us have mentioned now. Roman number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next. Sir, if I compare, what is the row operation? Ma? Can you tell the row operation? Do faster, row operation. Regarding row operation, which I should compare, sir? I have options, but do not go with writing and all. Here n number of options. Just straight away go with comparison. Sir, if I compare Roman number 1 and 2, example, for a scenario, is there a chance to cancel? Ma? Sir, what is the main target, sir? Our target, row point. Which player? Row players. Row players are maximizing players. But what he wants to eliminate, ma? Minimum row or least row should be eliminated. Sir, if you compare row 1 and row 2, sir, 1 is least or 3 is least? I marked it, sir. But if I go with second one, 3 is least or 4 is least? 3, sir, I marked, sir. But 2 is least, 1 is least, ma. So there, the continuity of the flow has gone. So leave it. Okay. Now I am going with other comparison. Sir, 1 and 3. If I compare 1 and 3, basically, sir, 1 and 3 if I am comparing, okay, which is the least number, ma? 1. And here, which is the least, ma? 3. Here, sir, 2. Here, gone. Again, there is effect in the continuity. Once the continuity is affecting again and all, now I am comparing 1 and 4. Your wish, you can compare different. If I compare 1 and 4, what is the least one, ma? 1. And in the second scenario, straight away it's gone. Okay. Now, any other comparisons? 3 and that is answer. Okay. Basically, that will be the near to answer. For that reason, I don't want that. If you give any other thing, we can try it. Any other options? 4 and 2. 4 and 2. If you compare, what is the least number, ma? 4. That is 2 in the 4 part. Okay, next. 4 and 0. 1 and 6. Gone. Continuity gone, na? So I am not wasting your time. I am straight away going with that point. What is the answer point, ma? 3 and 4. If you compare 3 and 4, where is the least number, sir? 4. And if you compare 5 and 0, where, sir? If you compare next 7 and 6, sir. And 6 and 3, sir. 1 and 5, sir. So fully ready for us to cancel it. So cancel that one, ma. Once cancellation is done, okay, what is the order of the matrix, my dear buddies? As it is 3 by 5. Okay. Now, any chance for any cancellation of any rows? Okay. Comparison all not at all possible. If it is not possible, go with columns. Okay. Sir, once we are comparing columns, can I compare P and T? If I compare P and T, basically, columns. What are the columns I am telling, ma? P and T. If I compare, sir, what should be eliminated, sir? IS should be eliminated. 1 and 4, what is IS, ma? 4. 3 and 6. 6 and 5. Gone. So that comparison is of no use. Now any other comparison, ma? P and okay. P and S comparison. When I am comparing P and S, sir, 1 and 7, which is highest, ma? 7. 3 and 5. 6 and 6. Sir, if they are equal, I will mark both areas, na? So marked. So automatically, which is cancelled, sir? S part cancelled. Now, what is the order of the matrix, sir? 3 by 4. Is it required for me? It is not required. So I have to reduce. So let us go with comparison of any columns. Any chance for cancellation of columns? If no chance, then go with the comparison of rows. Sir, when I am comparing row parts, first which column I can compare, ma? So now we are left with only P, Q, R, and T in the form of columns. In the form of rows, 1, 2, 3. Sir, which 1, 3? If you are comparing 1, 3, what is our target, sir? Q2 you can, na? But it's up to you. Because if you are following, at the end you will get the same value. So if you compare Q and T, sir, when I comparing columns, what is the main target, ma? Highest should be eliminated. So 3 and 4, which is highest, sir? 4 and 6, which is highest, sir? And 5 and 5, both are equal, na? So T can be eliminated, na? As T can be eliminated, I am cancelling that part. Once that part is done, what is the order of the matrix, sir? 3 by 3. But what is required for me? 2 by 2. Can I cancel any rows, ma? Compare. 1 and 3. If I compare 1 and 3, sir, what is maximizing player main motive? Eliminate the least one. Sir, if we compare 1 and 3, what is the least? 1. And 5 and 3? 3. 2 and 7? So eliminate which part, ma? A1 can be eliminated. So if you can eliminate that one, what is the order of the matrix, sir? 2 by 3. Once you are at 2 by 3 and all, what is the next step, sir? Columns. Only column can be eliminated. Sir, when you are eliminating column, basically, what is the aspect, sir? Highest should be eliminated. Highest should be eliminated. Once you want to eliminate highest one, sir, you compare, ma? Possible, not possible? Not possible. So, average should be done. Sir, one more point, ma. Till here you are fine. Sir, if you are fine, very good. If you are not fine and all, at least note down the point. Basically, if you are having doubt, you can ask me without any issue. Okay, if you are feeling anything to ask doubts, you will fail in the main exam. Are you okay for that? Then no issues. I'm also happy because anyway, you will go to some institute and they will get money. They will be feeling happy. So which is better? You should be happy or someone should be happy? You should be happy, na? Or what she said, I should be happy. That is most important. While studies, you should be more selfish. If you are more selfish, you will definitely clear exams. Okay. So more selfish, more score. Sir, doubts. If you are having doubts, I will wait outside the class. You can ask all the problems. If you are willing, I will be willing to stay till whatever time you stay. Okay. No issue and all. Okay. I have no other work other than this. Mainly this work is mine. Sir, this part clear na? Everyone marked clear na? So take break now. Okay. And if you are coming soon, fast, we shall go with other levels. And maximum, my target to cover all the aspects. For remaining problems, I will give the brief idea. Okay. Once, if you are okay with that idea, you try first. Okay. Because once you are done with this problem, you are done with entire methods. All the methods are done. Okay. Take break and return soon. And we shall continue with this part. Here what we should do, sir? Rule 1 failed. Rule 2 also failed. Which rule, ma? Rule 3 should be applied. Rule 3, what is the aspect, sir? Average of defense. You can have, you are having 3 columns. P, Q, R. P compared with the Q plus R average. Or Q compared with the P plus R average. Or R compared with the P plus Q average. 3 averages are there. We can compare and we can write. Okay, na? Is there any issue with language? No language barriers, na? My dear upcoming professionals, you are into in the future, your client has definitely English. So my humble request, go with only English. Or else you can add Hindi, Malayalam, your wish. Okay, depending upon the clients and colleagues. Take a break. So you can take a reasonable break and come fast as soon as possible. That is up to you. If you are taking more break and also, no issue for me. I will take more break. But time important, no?